Get rid of your shit.
Told Matt, get rid of it or get blapped. Now he's been blapped. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Nephilim Death Squad. I am David Lee Corbo, a.k.a. The Raven. No, that's Top Lobster, the father of disinformation. Oh,
hey, guys.
And I'm going to keep my arms up for the rest of this show now, because you told me not to.
See what I just did there?
No, dude, now I'm going to put him down. Dude, stop. Guys, if you want to support us, because we're no longer doing these half-an-hour things, you can do that over at patreon.com/Nephilim Death Squad. Early access to episodes, engage in the live chat. We have a whole live chat. Click on somebody who's saying something so they believe us.
No, I don't care.
No, look, Z-Man is there.
Listen.
All right, fuck.
If you guys want to if you want to see Matt get an attitude with us every so often, go check this. This last episode was a little...
I felt like you were really doing that on purpose.
Rambunctious.
You were doing nasty things to Matt.
It was easy.
He had a whole attitude.
You know what else is easy? Buying T-shirts. Go buy a T-shirt. Don't be that way.
Toplobster.com. Blap. Or I'm not doing this. We should have said brewing this, but I don't know. Doing this is
we can do whatever we want. I know the guy who's... Anyway, we have some really fun guests today. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. We got to say Bohemian Grove is coming. Bohemian Grove. First Saturday, Friday in March.
Probably.
And probably. We don't have a venue right now, but that's okay. We're going to be doing the VIP experience right here, where we're actually guamming at you live from, which is the Standard Coffee Shop and NDS Studios and Casino.
Yeah. Be here.
You know, keep an eye out for that.
Be square. Keep your arms high.
Keep your arms in the air.
We got the boys from Hidden in Plain Sight back. Very excited.
Put your arms in the air for me for a second.
Hell
yeah, dude.
You ever see that Indian guy who left his arm in the air? Have you seen that dude before?
I saw that.
Yeah.
I think that was yesterday, and I was like, that's what God wants. God wants you to keep your arm in the air.
His arm was like withered away, right? Because it was just
completely atrophied.
I read an article yesterday that said pit porn is one of the highest grossing fetishes for this year.
What is that?
Well, there we go.
It's when you get into licking or smelling armpits.
Oh, that's upsetting.
I
thought that meant
not
like
my cup of tea.
Like doing
Did you
it
say that was
in a hole that you dug in the ground.
Article? No. That was not Daily Mail, but one of those other bullshit tabloids.
Yes.
Yeah. Only the finest news. That's what I read.
Well, I don't have that problem. My wife won't let me get next to her armpits. And
Really?
I think that's fair. Yeah, it's one of her things.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't like being touched.
Well,
yesterday I was here in the studio, and it was a wonderful gentleman who also happened to be, I suppose, a sort of massage therapist, and did a lot of...
I don't think he was a massage therapist.
He might not have been at all.
I think he was some guy.
He was touching me a lot, and he was very liberal with the touching. He was very forward with the touching. He was not asking for consent. Consent was never given, and he did a lot of touching of my face too. So before we get into... here it is. Yep, we're going to show it. There, right? Yep.
Look at this guy.
This guy's just blapping me up. Just here in the studio, just getting blapped.
Was this
fantastic.
This was just a random fella who showed up and started feeling you up, or was it a bit more?
That would be accurate. Yeah.
You let a guy who walked in off the street give you a fucking once-over with his hands?
Free is free. That's what? You got to turn that down?
It'd be impolite.
Well,
yeah.
Look, I mean, he hung out for a long time before he started.
No, he walked in and immediately...
He told me to sit down.
He told David, he's like, sit down. I want you to look at my band from 20 years ago.
Which was fine. It was a great band. There's nothing wrong here. Qui-Gon saying my shirt is very tight. I got to pull it away from my body.
I said like this. I was like, peace. And I just walked away. You're on your own, dog.
That's what a good friend does.
Yeah.
Just abandon him.
Hey, have fun, buddy. I'm going to leave.
Yeah, these old guys are going to rape you. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
I mean, he pretty much did. There was like, he was jamming his finger in my cheek.
Glomming and blapping all
over me, dude. He had strong hands. So, but before we talk about...
Wait, tell him how you got him to go away.
Oh, how I got him to go away is we have a grip strength tester. And like, dude, when I told him that, he was like, oh shit, like, let's go. And he came over and he grabbed it, and then he told me to pull it. And I did pull it. And what I will say is he adjusted my arm mid-pull, and I pulled a very high 143 pounds. And then when he pulled it, he pulled like a 120, and you could see the air get sucked out of him. And then he actually left right after that. It was, interesting. So, but he did have strong hands. That's very much what it was like. That's what, as he's looking at it.
You grip-mogged him.
Well, I grip mogged him, but he was a guy. He had.
No. This guy grip mogged David.
Well,
for
he
like
gripped me
probably
up, dude.
45 minutes. As I'm listen, it's an important lesson for you to learn. This is why I let you do this. And I'm like, you gotta say no. You gotta just tell people you can't do that, dog.
Well, he was trying to help me with, like, got a tightness, here and there, and he was trying to say, well, it's got a lot to do with your face. And if you grab your face like this,
he had his whole finger
this
in
is
David's
like literally
mouth.
what
It's
he was
crazy.
doing to me. He was doing this, and I was like, "Oh, fucking interesting." Dude.
He made this shit up.
Yeah.
That wasn't a guy who knew what he was doing.
I'm gonna trick this dumb motherfucker,
I'm gonna fucking
dude.
finger his mouth. Watch this.
Yeah, no, he was taking a lot of pictures of me while he was doing it too.
No, there's nerve in here.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what happened to me. I just know that I got touched more than maybe I have ever been in my life in about 10 minutes. So where can people find you guys?
That was a hell of a fucking throw to us.
Yes.
Hidden in Plain Sight Radio and all the podcasting apps. Hidden in Plain Sight Radio on YouTube, at the Hidden Pod on Twitter, Hidden in Plain Sight Radio on Instagram, and patreon.com/Hidden in Plain Sight Pod.
Yes.
That's awesome. We didn't pull up any of that in time.
I
Here
got
it is.
some plugs. I'll show the Patreon at least.
Yeah,
Look, I trust the people
There
to
we go.
find it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like your picture up there, your banner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like an
outside of
album
rock
cover.
time.
Yeah. That's the Saturn V rocket.
Is it really?
Yeah, it really is.
We used to live across the street from Aerojet Rocketdyne.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. And then you guys did a band
Yeah.
photo in front of it, and then you said, well, we don't have musical talent, so let's start a podcast.
Yeah, we did. Well, we used to have kind of musical talents, but we can
Yes,
get to that at a
we've
later date.
abandoned our rap.
Yeah,
careers.
our rap days.
God, that's the best. Wait, what if we
Yeah.
hired you guys? Would you
Rap?
reignite the rap days?
We'll
Yeah, we
send you-
lost
we'll
our
send
intro
you-
music.
We'll send you the SoundCloud link.
Yeah,
You want it?
we got SoundCloud.
God, I love
I
that
got
you
a
guys
lot
are
of
SoundCloud
music, dude.
rappers.
But yeah, we went and took that picture, and then we had to take it quick because if you linger outside of there more than like 5 minutes, the security comes out and starts walking down and be like, "Hey, what the fuck you guys doing here?"
Yeah, they do not like trespassers at Aerojet Rocketdyne.
Yes.
They shoo you away.
So we had to walk up, do our pose, get the picture, and then fucking leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, or else you get blapped on site. Well,
Right.
I want to open with this video here, and we were talking about a little bit.
We got videos.
You guys have great reverence for, and rightfully so. I think the reverence is well placed for Deputy Director Dan Bonino, whom I have affectionately dubbed Dan Bongo Dongo. And
Well, which Dan Bongino is this?
This looks like the Puerto Rican one. I think this is
if he's shadow boxing, that's some sort of Puerto
this
Rican.
is the New York cocaine Puerto Rican version.
Yeah.
I wish I had context for what is happening in this video. Let's just let it rip because I don't understand what the hell's going on or why it's happening. I wish I knew what the lead up was, what sort of conversation he's having, undoubtedly by himself in a vacuum in his own home studio. And something inspires him, dude. And he just starts throwing hands. And
So
I got to admit,
is this recent though? Like, is he allowed to do a podcast and be FBI Director Deputy Dan Bongino?
I don't know
fucking
what the
hope
rules
not.
are.
I hope so, dude. I think all public officials should be required to do a podcast once a week.
Yes, only on Rumble.
Yeah.
It's got to be a Rumble exclusive.
Well, that's pretty much where they only exclusively do that on Rumble. So, but what I will say is, I want to give him his flowers before we start.
Looking thin.
He looks great.
Yeah.
He looks in fantastic shape. Whatever they got him on, Deputy Director comes with an array of vitamins and what I imagine is steroids. And
Absolutely.
they've done
Hell
a
yeah.
number on him. He looks fantastic. So let's let it rip. Let's look at his form here.
Oh yeah.
This is Karate Man. Double leg. The jump kick. The side kick. The roundhouse. The tie kick. Body.
Terrifying.
Oh my
That's
god.
Honestly, it is really scary. It is really scary. I like the little at the end. He goes, body.
The
And that's it.
sidekick.
There's just silence
Sidekick.
and then body.
he just so clearly, I have talked to that guy so many times when I've just been binging cocaine for like 4 days.
Yeah,
It's just the guy who's like, I have to show you karate right now.
Yeah.
Like the only thing I can do right now is some roundhouse kicks. And,
I've got a black belt. You want to see my moves? Fucking finger of death, dude. Finger of death.
It's
Yo,
fucking
dude, to be
psychotic.
honest, that guy yesterday, I'm pretty sure he was showing you karate.
He was showing me. Look, I don't want to disparage him because he might come back and he might be like, "What the fuck?"
He's gonna give you the Dan Bonino.
Yeah, dude, he's gonna Dan Bonino you.
He was telling me, he's like, yeah, I did a fair bit of fighting.
He's like, if you want to kick a guy really far, you got to thrust the hip
yeah,
into
he
it.
was
It's
doing
like-
a lot of that. He was doing a lot of that. He didn't know which way to go. He's like, do I show him myofascia release technique or do I show him, which by the way, he like coined a whole, and I'm not saying that that's not true.
Well, I think before he got to the myofascial release, so first he opened with, I used to play in a band inside of a 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Well, be nice. It was a 7-Eleven that was turned into a bar, and he was certainly not lying.
Then he goes, then he let you know about like his fighting prowess, and just so you know, I can kill you.
He did do that.
And then he goes, let me touch your face. David let him.
Well, so I guess I thought he was going to kill me if I didn't let him touch my face. He really established that pretty early.
He was trying to like feel out your features. He had to map your face for his own sort of internal.
Look,
reasons.
in terms of what he could have asked to touch, the face is only like the second worst.
Let me tell you how rape works. It starts with the face because now you've made contact and you don't want to confront the man.
I've actually got a really special technique. Let me show you.
That's literally what the guy who molested all the gymnasts did. That
Larry Nassar.
Larry Nassar. That's what he did. Is he massaged and then he moved down the massage until he fucked up our USA gymnast team.
Do you want to win a gold medal?
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Those poor victims went on a historic Olympic run. Is all I'm
that's
saying.
reasonable. I wasn't
Yeah.
competing. I'm not competing for anything. I don't think it was necessary to do any of those things. He dominated me first.
You're not going to do your bodybuilding at fucking at Bohemian Grove this year?
No, I posted that today because it came up in my memories.
In my literal memory.
I remembered that I had done that really gay thing, and I posted it. And yeah, dude, that whole thing. By the way, I always say that I wish that I had tried. I would have lost because Cole is an absolute animal. But I didn't do anything leading up to it. I just stopped. I don't know what happened. I think I got so immersed in trying to make this thing go. So yeah, I'm just sitting up there looking mild and covered in baby oil.
Very oily. You're at the very least. You were very greasy.
Looked like a Diddy party a little bit.
There
it is.
There's Cole looking impressive.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
Toad is really the show stealer though in the gimp mask and.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had and I hope you guys will be the next Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, you guys want to get naked on stage with us?
Hey guys,
well,
we got
that's
this
what they
really
don't tell
cool
you
way.
about Bohemian
We all
Grove.
rub oil on ourselves.
I mean, look,
take our clothes off.
that is kind of what they do at Bohemian Grove. So
Yeah.
I guess it's only right that at Bohemian Grove, you got to.
And that's what we didn't tell people is Bohemian Grove is less of a mockery and more of an homage.
Yeah.
So it was an emulation of sorts.
Just trying to pay respect.
But back to Dan Bongino's body, which is definitely better than my body. I don't know what's going on with him. I mean, is it just the pressure of deputy directordom rest upon his shoulders and is having him fall apart? I mean, I don't know what to make of this.
If I'm going to give the deputy director a little slack,
Right.
You're a multimillionaire podcaster. You're crushing it. You're calling out all the right things,
Mhm.
and then you get into the job. And then they give you the folder of what's been going on. And you go through that folder. I assume there's some pretty horrific things he found out was going on. And they also tell you, oh, yeah, if you tell anybody about this, we're going to fucking kill you.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got to snort some Adderall and do some shadow
So
boxing
then you end
in your
up fucking
basement.
bug-eyed on Fox News talking about how your wife wants to leave you because you took the deputy director job.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
brutal.
I mean, I don't know.
Hold on a
No,
second.
don't
we're
do
getting
this.
we're getting yelled at by General Flynn.
Fine.
He's asking
our
us.
boss, who we moved away.
Okay, whatever you say, boss.
This episode is brought to you by Ella's popcorn, delicious dill pickle popcorn.
We'll show it on the.
No, I'm showing it on the thing. Look at that.
Wow. Can you send us some?
All right.
Harry
Sorry,
loves
boss.
it,
All
man.
right, throw it out. Throw it out.
Anyway. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I imagine they probably did break some news to him. You know what it was probably like? You ever see those really cool montages where they play like electric kind of techno music and they just show you like the Star of David over and over again in a bunch of different iterations, and then they show you like the Twin Towers falling down and shit. Like that's probably
Like what's happening on that logo right there.
exactly. That's probably what he was subjected to for a good 8 hours before he was allowed to take the seat.
I assume they did that to him and that stupid Indian they put in charge also.
Yeah, they really. Now, speaking of which, I am noticing your skull kind of has like the Hindu dot.
Oh,
thing
dude,
on
yeah,
it.
you got Indian skull.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We have to shout out to somebody. Thank you to the anonymous.
Death Squad. We're going to fucking shit and do shit in the street and cook it with our feet.
Well, we've been talking a lot of shit.
No, we haven't. To whom?
And we can't afford a $5 million lawsuit.
Yeah, so we can't talk about India. We definitely can't talk about the Indian deputy. I mean, FBI,
His
whatever.
Mossad girlfriend.
Cash App
Director.
Patel or his Mossad girlfriend.
Yeah.
And we can't talk about Timothy Alberino. There's a lot of people that we're upsetting, and our lawyers have actually recommended that we pull it
Do
back.
they know about Timothy Alberino?
I don't think they know.
Oh,
about
Timothy Alberino is our David Wilcock.
Yeah, he kind of
He
is.
kind of is.
Do you know
Excellent.
Timothy
What
Alberino?
is no? No.
Never heard
Give
of
us the lowdown.
Indiana-Jones. So
We're gonna pull up some
he's
pictures of.
he's a wonderful guy and a fantastic researcher and kind of one of the OGs in the space of ancient archaeology, megalithic structures, aliens, and the Bible. This big crossover that everybody's familiar with, and
The Bible, you might have heard of it.
the Bible.
Yeah.
And
once or twice.
what he does is he goes and he visits these places, these megalithic structures, and he dresses unironically. Go ahead, bring that up. Like Indiana Jones, which
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
which
That's
is
so
cool.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's very
rules,
cool.
dude.
And I've actually bought my own Indiana Jones outfit. It should be here Tuesday.
Yes, he did.
So this is a man who wears the Wakanda necklace, and he is allowed to carry a whip in public, and nobody says anything about the whip in public because
Or the hat, or the
or
leather
the hat,
chaps,
or the fingerless gloves, or the
or his
Wakanda necklace.
constant allusions to being Indiana Jones. It's wild.
He's doing the fingerless gloves too, like Corey Good.
Yeah, Corey Good wore fingerless
that's a
gloves in
badass
his
move. I mean,
deposition.
to be honest, I've always thought being one of those like ancient archaeology guys, that'd be a sick gig.
It's kind of the cool version of autism, which is like he's obviously fucking autistic. You don't
Yeah.
dress like Indiana Jones unless you're like a fucking retard. But he gets to get away with it because he's doing something passively cool. So it's
Yeah.
like hey, you can't do that and work at a Kroger, but you can do that.
Well,
and,
the funny
do
thing about it
archaeology.
is like actual archaeology is boring as hell.
Very much so.
But the cool, like, we're gonna go fucking dig tunnels under a Mexican pyramid and see what they're hiding down there.
aliens did it.
Yeah, that's cool as hell.
I mean,
Now, the problem that we're running into is that, like, we immediately, so we had him on the show, cool dude, but we
Awesome
immediately
dude.
were like, kind of weird. Right?
Wow.
It was like a little jarring,
it
little
was a
strange.
little bit jarring, yeah.
And then we meet Matt, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this guy's like an OG in the space."
And he is an OG. I don't
but
want
I'm like, yeah, but he just walked in with the fucking like a sombrero,
He's
and
got a
nobody
whip.
said anything.
He's got a whip.
He's got assless chaps on, and everyone was just like, "Yeah." I'm like, "No,
Well, you know what it is, and I'm realizing
I'm not the kind of guy that
To wear
somebody
assless
walks
chaps?
into. No, that you're gonna walk into my studio and then rub my face, and I'm not gonna mention it.
Okay, well, it was nice. It was a release. He said there was like tension built up, and when you press on it for a number of seconds, eventually the muscle releases and it
Yeah, I'm
elongates.
sure.
It elongates.
Yeah.
Something
Which is
along
what
those
because it was
lines, sure, yeah.
it was tight and it was short, and if you really jam your finger into a stranger's face, there's a way to elongate.
Yeah,
So-
face, sure.
But I am
Well,
realizing
that's
I'm realizing that the much of the problem that I have with Indiana Jones is that everybody ridicules me for like if I wear a Hawaiian
with
shirt. What did I call him? Indiana Jones. That's not what I meant.
No, he said Jones.
Oh, Jones. My mistake. And I get ridiculed for the most innocuous of things, taking my
unfair.
shirt off, getting oiled up on stage, things of that nature. But he's allowed to walk around publicly with the Wakanda necklace And my thing really is, and I see Matt.
There's
Matt's
a lot
upset.
of people
Look,
that
he's
are
upset over
fans.
here.
There's a lot of people that are fans of Indiana-Jones.
We're just having a conversation. Don't worry about
there he
it.
goes.
I'm just saying. You can't see him. He's sitting. All I'm saying is that I couldn't pull it off, and I think what that speaks to is a degree of jealousy that I'm trying to come to terms with.
Right.
Well,
you just have to commit to the bit, because I'm sure everyone made fun of him. Like the first week you do that, you're gonna catch a lot of shit.
yeah.
But eventually, at some point, everyone just kind of recognizes, like, oh, that's the fucking
Like,
autistic guy. who
he's
thinks
not gonna
Indiana
stop.
Jones.
He's
Yeah,
not gonna
Well,
stop.
that's who he is.
It's iconic in a
Yes.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, in a pathetic
he
way.
did a conference not long ago.
You're kind of wearing his color scheme right
Oh,
now.
I am, because I've been inspired, and he's doing this conference.
Jacking.
And I remember, because at the beginning of the conference, he steps on stage. They gave him a water bottle, right? And as he's done doing the talk,
Did he open it with his whip?
no, he didn't do that. But what he did do was he left it on the stool. And when he went and sat over on the thing, he realized it, and then he went whoosh, and he snapped it over to
No
him from
fucking
across
way.
the stage.
No way.
Like
and
Scorpion.
guess what? Nobody said anything. Nobody made any noise. Nobody even really made eye contact with him. And I just said, what a wonderful thing it is to carve out that kind of a space for yourself.
This is disrespectful. I'm about to show you guys an image that I cannot believe is real.
Go, let's see it. I want to see it. What is it? I'm excited.
It's my favorite types.
Is this true? What is this? Did you make this?
No.
Stories from a real Indiana Jones, you motherfucker!
He's sitting there with known Jew Michael Knowles.
Oh,
Shout out Michael Knowles.
But
dude.
wait, do you think, is he going around pitching himself as Indiana Jones, or
This
did
is
what's his
real.
face call
Look,
him
this
that?
is from the Daily Wire.
But was he bestowed this nickname, or is it something he forces upon everyone he interacts
will you
with?
dress like the job that you want? I
This
think
is
that
right.
it's
if you
very
Oh,
much
of course.
like how that guy came in yesterday and just started rubbing. You just start rubbing.
Right.
That's
That's
really
true, yeah.
Well,
That's
if you
what
act
I've learned.
confident, if you act confident enough, people are just gonna be like, "Well, I mean, he guess he knows what he's doing."
Yeah, he's a professional archeologist. Of course he dresses like that.
Yeah.
well,
Can't dress
the
like a
thing
bum.
is, when he starts talking too, you go like, "Oh, this guy knows his shit." Like he
He
knows his
does.
shit. He's not a guy that's like making things up. He's done an incredible amount of research and
I like how we do this thing that we're sliding into disrespect and out of
Yeah,
disrespect
yeah,
to
yeah.
somebody who we actually might have to meet in real life
we
at some
might have
point.
to meet him. And he's gonna bring a whip, and I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do if this guy just starts whipping me. I don't know, man. I think what we need to do is in this
Show him your
studio-
grip strength.
I'm gonna show him my grip
Yeah.
strength. I'll send it back, and I don't know, man. These characters, they get into our space, our like a Stephen Greer, who we've learned a lot about
Like an
because of you
Ernesto.
guys. Like
Yeah.
Ernesto. Don't talk about Ernesto. And it's fascinating because these characters, they are dealing in fascinating information, whether or not you believe them on
Some
everything.
would say facts.
Some facts, maybe some
Yeah.
facts loosely with the facts, but they all have like these really egregious.
They're really fucking gay. Yeah, they're all just really
Thank
fucking
you.
gay. Yeah. I think what it is, I've talked about my sort of theory of crazy people, which is I think they're so used to when they share these ideas, everyone points and laughs because they sound fucking nuts. So they try and present themselves in like a very serious fashion
Yeah.
to kind of combat that. But in doing so, it makes them even gayer.
Well,
So
we-
it's sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy type of deal.
We actually lost one of our favorite people. the
Oh
other
my
day.
God.
Our
Yes.
dear friend and
I thought you were going to say, are
beloved
your jobs?
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah, that's not helping.
One of
How
our
we-
favorite
How we
jobs.
feed ourselves and pay rent.
Yeah. I'm gonna live off the government dole for a few months here. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. But no, we lost one of our dear friends and a hero of the UFO community, James Rink.
Are you guys familiar with Super Soldier Talk? And wait, hold
Yeah.
on. I have something. Okay, pull up James Rink's Instagram.
Yeah.
We have to show that. But James, unfortunately, seriously, did pass away a few
Yeah,
days
he
ago.
died.
He said, well, he didn't say it. He's fucking dead. But from in the grave, they said he had a Super Soldier conference in Florida a few months ago,
This
and
guy?
he apparently got
Yeah.
played
No,
in video.
this is a dance studio.
Yeah.
It sure is.
James Rink loved two things in life: super soldiers and hip hop dance. And for some reason, he always learned the girl parts of the dance.
Yeah, watch him
that's
rub his
interesting.
body.
Look at the comments. The cryptid huntress. So again, this is
Shout
like,
out to the cryptid huntress.
my dude's legit in the community.
Honestly, he's very good. He's
getting
in
it,
step.
bro.
It is a little feminine. Huh?
What do you think his grip strength is?
Not a lot. Real low. I'm thinking 60.
I don't know that corpses can. Yeah, I don't think it's
Good point. That's right. We're disparaging a dead man on this show. It's 25 minutes in, and we're disparaging the dead.
Well, I do have very good news. James Rink, he himself was a super soldier and a member of the My Lab, and he does have control of a neodymium. No, I think he can still. He had a neodymium time cube. That he can use to travel forward and backwards in time. So I imagine he'll reappear like the Christ in the coming days.
That'd be so fucking cool, dude.
Wait. So he is a super soldier, and look, there's a lot of. I would imagine that the government. Hell yeah, dude. He kind of looks like one, right? I would
think he was programmed with these moves, or like did he learn them after?
Come from a test tube.
If we can dig it up, would we be able to put these moves on a USB?
I would love to learn hip hop dance. Can we do that for Bohemian Grove?
Absolutely not,
dude. We're gonna learn hip hop dance.
Dude, a dance competition that would go hard as hell.
That would be amazing. So I don't have any doubts that the government has made quite an effort to, manufacture some super soldier serums. Why wouldn't you, right? It's like, how do we make these army infantry nerds stronger and more effective? And jeez, man. And, maybe they did. Maybe they injected him and then he was... he gave
I
the
just want to
spirit of hip-hop
dance. It just makes me want to dance.
I just want to dance.
Right. Well, the bigger issue with the James, and I found that someone sent me a picture of him. He tried to go to a med bed to save his life, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And he had severe ascites, which is something I've only seen from other alcoholics who are about to die, which is like where your liver has failed and your heart is failing and you just retain water. So you have like this big bulbous.
Yeah.
The point being, if anyone in the audience has that going on, go to a fucking doctor. The med bed will not
bloating.
Yes, he died.
Hey, let's dance.
Med bed. Look at his. He's so sassy.
He is very sassy.
In some of the videos, there's a black lady in the background going like, "You go, James.
You go, James.
Get it, James."
There's nothing better than a sassy fat black woman to hype you up.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's just clear that's who was teaching him how to dance was just like black women, and they were teaching him the lady dances.
Yeah, there's a lot of parts where he like rubs his chest or does the hip shit, and it's like, James, you're not supposed to be.
No.
Imagine being like a government spook who's like running this operation, and you're injecting all these people, and you have to take notes about them, and it's like subject number 783. Test subject fails, becomes addicted to dance.
Where did we go wrong?
Just an outlier on the patterns. You just put that one over to the side and go, for future posterity, we got to study that one.
There's a specific amount of heavy metal that you can put into
when heavy metal becomes hip hop. Is that what?
Yeah. It's new metal. It's crossover. Yeah. Linkin Park stuff.
So what ended up killing him?
Man, this feels good.
I know. I like it just being silly sometimes.
Just looking at this dead guy dance.
R.I.P. dude.
Yeah, R.I.P. to James Rink. The thing that killed him was the complete liver failure, and he had an ejection fraction of like 50%, which means his heart was like just not working.
He was all fucked up.
And you think
the
this is
very
from
end.
Alcoholism, or is it from the side effects of a super soldier serum?
No, to be very clear, I never said he was an alcoholic.
Yes.
I said the only time I've ever seen that is an alcoholic. But I think he had Graves' disease, which, again, very treatable if you just take medication, but the medication is from the Jews, so you can't do that. And to own the Jews,
he's got in the Graves.
In the Graves' disease.
That's the ultimate way to show it to the Jews is I'm gonna fucking die of cancer.
Yeah, if you want to stick it to the man, just die of liver failure.
Die of liver failure.
And dance all the way up until your final moment.
Take that, Eli Lilly.
I hope they put video of him like dancing in front of his tombstone.
Did we?
Oh my God, they disappeared.
Oh no!
It's a solo show now, everyone.
Is it still live?
Let me do some hip-hop dance.
We pressed the wrong button, but it looked like we just said, "You know what, dude? This is fucking too much." It looked like
was too harsh.
I have nothing for them to take. Sue me, dude. Fucking sue me. I am dying to represent myself in court.
Which yes, we do have. Some court dates coming up.
Have you guys ever heard of?
Wait! We're not done with this guy.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I'm gonna find somebody.
How does he come across your radar? There's a sassy black woman in the back.
So I think I found him just from searching for like interviews with other super soldiers.
He does have a great YouTube channel.
Yes, very extensive. But I think he did an interview with Tony Rodriguez or someone, one of those guys, another Mars colony super soldier. And
Yeah.
Quickly, James became the star of the show to me, especially after someone sent me his Instagram.
Yeah.
But that's how we kind of crossed our radar. So we've watched a lot of his content and mocked him.
Well, the problem is so many of our weirdos, our space weirdos keep dying. This is like the 5th one we've had die.
Yeah, this is the problem. A lot of these guys, when they see us criticizing them, they start thinking we're like CIA plants, which would seem more ridiculous had 40% of the people we covered not died in mysterious circumstances.
Yeah, we almost lost another one. Our dear Lois Vogelsharp, who's the rapping prophet, was in a horrific car accident and like almost got her head impaled with a spike.
Yeah, she's
Who
like
is
a
it,
New
Lois
York
Vogelfart?
Close. Vogelsharp.
Vogel.
Yeah,
Sharp.
She rules. She gets prophecy that she does like spoken word rap.
Yeah, God
basically.
speaks to her exclusively in bars.
Yeah,
Hell
she rules. She rules.
Yeah. It's she has
Oh,
lots
I'm looking
of
at her now. She's a wonderful looking.
haggard, ghoul.
Well,
Like,
seems really nice.
Yeah, I'm sure.
She's great. We love her. But we checked in with her a few weeks ago, and like her hand was just in a full cast, and she had like black eyes and shit. And she just started talking about how they were like
disease?
driving. No, almost. She almost was in the grave, but they were like. Some family came to visit their ranch, and they were in like their, I don't know.
We should set this up. She used to live in New York. The end times are nigh, so she moved to Texas to create a church where she will kind of David Koresh ride out the apocalypse in her compound. And they were riding around one of those little like 4-wheeler things, and her husband Gary, unfortunately, like the brakes got cut on the machine and he drove them straight into Gary, very smart man. In order to stop the car, he drove it straight into a tree. Instead of doing literally anything else, he just fucking crashed into an oak tree and almost killed everyone.
They had to like airlift a bunch of people. They'd airlift them out.
What's the average lifespan for the people that you're following?
Yeah, dude, it seems like
Honestly,
they're all
not wrong.
facing early demise.
We had, let's see, who died first? I think
Rap the News. Another rapper.
Oh God, well, he wasn't really a rapper. He was just a black guy who hated everyone.
Yeah,
Are these from your SoundCloud community? Like, I don't know how are you finding these people?
I found Rap the News by Googling black conspiracy guy on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
I found Rap the News and brother Bobby Hemmett, who is fucking the GOAT. He rules. He's also dead.
Rap the News, though, he was a guy in Compton.
Yeah.
Who he would go outside with the camera. He would post like 9 or 10 videos a day on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he thought the sun, or no, he thought the moon was Nibiru. So he would go out and he'd just film the moon and like talk to himself about
the moon, or anytime there was a sunset, he'd be like, that's Nibiru coming. You can see the red iron oxide.
Yes, he was convinced red iron oxide would be the death of us all. But my favorite thing he did is in Compton, he just started digging a bunker in his backyard. Like he tried to build just in the middle of Compton. He tried to build an apocalypse bunker.
And it's just a hole in the ground with like 2x4s holding it up.
It was probably 1.5 feet deep. I don't think it was going to do much.
You're talking about meth now.
Yeah, that's what that is, which I appreciate. Is he he's dead? How did he die?
Well, you see, he got COVID and he believed it wasn't real, so he just never did anything about it.
He didn't go to the doctor, and then he just died. And then his daughter wrote us something trying to get us to like promote his funeral, which I thought was a weird move.
Yeah, well, he did love us. He was one of the first ones.
He made fun of us back in the day.
Well, he made fun of us, but he did also at one point listen to one of our episodes. He goes, "All right, they kind of funny."
Yeah, he came around to it.
He was a good sport, but yeah, we've had a lot of our brethren perish.
Yeah, and then Bobby Hemmett, another black guy who died. Similar sort of thing. We really do love Bobby Hemmett, though. But
if you've never checked out Bobby Hemmett, he's basically Black Alex Jones, but he wasn't quite as popular as before. The internet really popped off. So it's usually just him in like a public library or like the back of someone's house, and he'll do like 6-hour lectures, and he just gets hammered drunk.
We just finished
awesome.
watching one for our Patreon, and the entire time he literally had a bottle of lean on the table and just a fifth of liquor, and he was just drinking them throughout. Yeah, there he
Oh,
is.
it's
The master
interesting. He kind of
thing-
looks like Alex Jones too, like
Oh.
just in that thickness.
Yeah. Oh, the way he talks too, he's wildly entertaining. He's genuinely one of my favorite people.
Brother
And he's
Panic
dead?
also died.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. And then Brother
Jeez.
Panic was another great black guy who loved conspiracy.
Great black guy. What a eulogy that. Yeah, he was some fucking. He was great. He was black.
Well, he look compared to the other black guys.
He was very black.
Top tier black guy.
He'd also do like 7-hour streams. Sometimes he'd just start eating during them, which was great. He just started like eating fried chicken.
Yeah, mushrooms. He liked him a little psilocybin.
I don't
in the middle of his
remember.
life.
I don't remember exactly what he died of, but yeah,
They all die of the same thing, which is like so.
Sickle cell.
Sickle cell.
honestly, maybe, yeah.
So, Brother Panic was sort of a disciple of Bobby Hemmett, and Bobby Hemmett leaned heavy into the Dionysian.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
so Bobby believed literally everything the white man tells you is bullshit.
Yes,
So, like when the white man says drinking a fifth of liquor every day is unhealthy, that actually means it's super healthy.
Super healthy.
And the white man says not to eat too many calories, which means you got to eat a lot of calories.
Yes.
So they both kind of live that way, and they both died of, I think, health cholesterol related ailments.
That reminds me of this. I want to see if I could pull it up here. There's a video going viral. This guy on Rogan's podcast, and who is he? Because he's familiar looking, but I don't know if you saw it. But he's talking about how black people introduced cleanliness and things of that nature to Europe, and that before that, the white man thought that filth was cleanliness, and Rogan's just sitting there. And it was
talking about Hotep Jesus. I think it was Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus is big on the Moors were actually the ones who introduced the white man to like sanitation and hygiene.
You didn't see this?
I used to work. I'll tell it after the video.
Okay, all right. Well, no, go ahead because I'm trying to find it, and I'm having a hard time pulling it up. I gotta search for it.
I used to work for
I love
Hotep.
Hotep. Hotep's cool. I
You used
love
to work
Hotep.
for him?
Yeah. I designed like his logo and all that. I did the graphic design for his logo, and I would do his thumbnails and shit. And then at some point they were like, listen, player, like we can't keep paying you because you pretty racist. I was like, nah, respect.
He said you were too racist. Hotep Jesus, one of a very racist black man, was like, "Hey, player, this is a little too much."
Well, it's just
I
because
don't
you're
know if you
racist in the
guys-
other direction, and also, yeah, I mean,
If you guys have watched Tower Gang, don't watch Tower Gang.
here, pull this up real quick because this is a fascinating, just some of it, and we won't play the whole thing
I
because
gotta share the screen.
Oh,
stupid.
that's right. I forgot. We backed out of
I
the
got
whole
over there and
shit.
massage your face. Come on,
No,
what are you doing,
dude, no. Here, let me go and put this on the thing. And this is very similar to me getting my face massaged.
I like Hotep Jesus though, but yeah, that
Share this tab instead. This is like what's happening to Rogan. Like he's getting his face massaged by a Hotep, and he's just allowing it to happen. Here, let's put this on real quick.
Remove that.
This is crazy.
When you go and you look at real European history, right, would believe that if they took a bath, it was bad. Right. They didn't even want to change their clothes. They thought that dirty was purity. When we talk about the Moors going into Spain and into Europe, the stories in the history, our history, says that when we met the so-called Caucasian, he was sleeping in the barn with the animals, and we told him, no, you can't sleep in the barn with the animals. We taught them etiquette. We taught them running water. We brought that technology to Europe. Now, if we brought the technology to Europe, that...
See, this is what I'm saying. Look at this look in his eyes. This is the same look that dude had while he was massaging my face, and I'm just letting it happen, and it's the same thing. Rogan's just letting it happen. He's like, wow.
It's the anger against the white man. It's fucking emanating from his. He also looks like Young Thug. I've got to get that. I've never seen Hotep Jesus before, but he looks exactly like a post-prison Young Thug.
Well,
I guess I've never seen Hotep before either because I didn't know who the hell this was. I just knew he looked insane. It's amazing where like the levels of kind of fame you can achieve, you can get on Rogan's show with just the craziest shit ever. How come we've not been on Rogan's show? I mean, we say a lot.
We don't have the balls, to
That's
be
what it
honest.
is.
Not racist enough. You got to be more racist.
Hotep also does Gutfeld all the time, which is also pretty funny.
What's Gutfeld?
Great Gutfeld.
Great Gutfeld.
Like
Greg Gutfeld on Fox News. Yeah, he goes
Well,
on.
I've
with
been on Stu
Gutfeld.
Peters. Does that count? I don't know if that counts.
Don't buy his crypto coin, buddy. I hope you didn't invest in J-Proof.
No, he gave some to me. I didn't buy any. No, that's not true. That's not true. Hold on, wait. Let's pull this up. I want to finish this just a little bit. We'll go like 30 more seconds and then we'll cut it because it's just like
I love Hotep. I've had conversations with him where he's
Just
doing
like this?
Yeah, but on the phone, and I know he's doing the eyes still.
it's crazy. The eyes.
In Europe that saved Europe from the Black Plague. If we saved the white race that we
How
weren't
did
already
wait?
in America,
That's beautiful. The black people saved Europe from the Black Plague. I thought they were the Black Plague.
No,
Isn't that, no,
David.
that's now. That's what's happening now.
when we brought the technology, when Rome was dependent on Africa for food, remember when the Black Plague hit Rome? The cause was one of the officials was stealing the grain that was coming from Africa. So there was famine hit Rome. If your source of sustenance is from Africa, how are you superior? You're not.
That's it. We'll end it there. We'll end it there. But
Yeah.
it's just a crazy. I mean, I don't know, man. It's amazing what you're allowed to, I guess, go on the biggest podcast in the world and say. And I'm not saying that he should have stopped him. I mean, you have Eddie Bravo, and Eddie Bravo was talking about the flat Earth thing so many years ago. So it's not like there's not a precedent for saying crazy shit on the Joe Rogan Experience. And he had, what's his name? Don Cheadle? No, not Don Cheadle.
Yeah,
the
it was
guy
Don
that-
Cheadle.
Yeah, it was
No,
Don Cheadle.
because it's the same with his black people. Are
I know
all-
who you're talking
the
about.
other guy,
Yeah.
who Don
Hotel
Cheadle took his
Rwanda.
job. Hotel Rwanda. I forgot what the hell his
Yeah.
name was though.
No,
but
no,
he
the
was
guy with the
talking about all
micropenis.
the.
Terrence Howard. Terrence
Terrence
Howard.
Howard.
Yeah,
He has
yeah.
a
got the light
micropenis?
eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, a notoriously small micropenis.
Yeah, there's that one
yeah.
movie where he shows us, and it's very. I think this is the whole reason he invented that fucked up form of math to try
Yeah.
and give himself an extra inch.
Yeah,
cock.
1 × 1 is 11.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
actually an 11-inch penis. You
Yeah.
guys are fucking wrong.
Hold on a second. I gotta Google Terrence Howard's penis now.
No, don't do that.
No,
Yeah.
just not on the
All right, but
show.
let me see.
Oh yeah, would you look at that thing? What?
No.
Crazy, right?
It looks like the statue of David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Hotep Jesus talk about that?
Yeah.
Is that another? I do love black conspiracy theories are often a lot more fun. Have you guys ever heard of Simeon Toku?
No, dude. I feel like I'm missing out on a whole like aspect of black culture.
So Simeon
Do I want it?
Toku he's like Black Jesus, and he has I don't know the whole story, but part of it is the government wanted to kill him, so they like chopped him up into a bunch of pieces and threw him out of a plane or a helicopter or something, and then he reassembled himself like the Terminator, and he returned to free his people.
I mean,
Oh,
how-
guys,
you gonna-
guys.
What? Wait, no. Did you hear that?
Guys, I'm looking at this guy's wiener right now.
Yes,
It's
no, I
crazy,
can't
right?
tell. I'm looking.
I
Well-
mean, it's very small.
Ah,
Yeah.
God, this is not like what we usually do.
No, I just didn't know black people could have micro penises.
This is crazy. It's almost inverted.
It is.
I
It's a
think
little
he
bit of a
moved-
mussy.
You got to have like a stunt penis in that situation. Break out the Wizinator and hook
I
that
mean,
on.
you at least got to fluff a little, but I guess
Yeah.
fluffing doesn't help when you're, an 1.5 inches.
I would
hard.
just been jacking it in the movie. Just I had
don't
a
know,
friend
I kind
in
of feel
Reed-
like it makes me trust him more. Like, because it's
it
like.
is very honest.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
he's transparent about it.
Yeah, I did have a
I've
friend
got-
in rehab where you have to pee in front of everyone, and before he went to take his piss test, he would always fluff
Fluff a little,
himself
yeah.
outside. He would step into
Oh,
the
yeah.
patio, give a few pumps just to get a nice dick going on.
Yeah. Well, look, you don't want to embarrass yourself.
No,
Well,
in front
I
of
was in a
the rehab.
Macy's bathroom one time, and Macy's department store bathroom, and I caught a dude looking at me through the crack,
Oh.
and I, my biggest thing was like he didn't give me any time to fluff or anything like that, and I wasn't so much mad at him having a gander as much as I was like, dude, I was like not prepared for that at all, and I had looked up, because I was sitting.
David's a guy that will liberally show you his penis.
That's not true. Not
I mean,
liberally. That's a
Tell them how we met.
Oh, I showed my penis.
Glory
but-
hole.
pretty much.
Well, that lets me know you have a nice though, because guys with the tiny don't show it out, show it
well,
off.
tell
very
that to
well.
Terrence Howard.
Yeah, well, he's mentally ill. Yeah, I don't know. What to tell you. He's
Terrence
very-
Howard has literally nothing to hide.
That's true. What was he on Rogan talking about? It was like a whole thing. It was like hidden Yakubian math, right, or something like that.
Yeah,
all
he
of his
invented
inventions.
the system of math.
Yeah. Well, he's got like the math inventions, and then he came up with like these weird like drones that would be they would like connect to each other.
Some sort of like flying sphere based on some not. This is not a Christian.
all I know,
I don't know what they're talking about. This is all very
talking
Christian.
about the Lord. Loves what we're doing.
These are just true facts about our realm.
Yeah.
Well,
But, all I
they
know is
did
Eric-
remove him
Eric
from Iron Man.
They did, and Eric Weinstein, I just know, was beefing with Terrence Howard because he's like
About the math.
He's like, hey, this is fucking stupid. What are you talking? And then Terrence Howard's like, I'll fucking show you, dude. I got patents that I can break out.
Yeah, and he did, and they were all complete nonsense.
Yeah.
He
I
kind
still
of,
believe him more than I believe Weinstein.
Yeah,
I think it's just a
like
Jewish name.
Yeah,
Can I tell you
Yeah.
my favorite thing that Hotep Jesus ever told me? He was describing his theory about polygamy within, but only specifically for the black community. He was like, I think that like he's like, there's a lot of black men in jail, and he's like, I think that the black men that aren't in jail should impregnate all the females and just have children with them. And I'm just like, I'm listening. I'm like, yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. And he was like, yeah. So then they have all these children, and we know who the dad is, and it all goes back to one. And I was like, you're kind of just describing what's happening right now.
That is what's happening. But is he going a step further and saying, and then we should be there to raise the children?
No, there's no mention of that.
No, let's not get crazy.
Yeah,
Let's not get crazy.
it's Elon Musk. I just get him knocked up and then I dip.
Yeah, except a few billion less dollars.
Yeah.
So he basically just described procreation like he had invented it. Like, I got this thing where guys have sex with women.
I got this
children.
I got this crazy idea. I'm gonna impregnate all of these single black whores and just let them deal with the child. But technically, their father's not in jail, so it's a win-win.
Well, that's
Yeah,
called
but you got to do it.
101.
You got to do it like this though.
Oh, no, you got to do this. I don't even know how you do that. You got to like,
With the
it's
whole
like you got
eyeball.
to. There's a seppuku eye. I don't know how to do it though. Is it? Yeah, you look down like that.
Listen to me, Joe Rogan. as I describe the status quo of every single hood in America.
I just don't. It is strange because they do claim to invent everything.
No, for real though. If you went on Joe Rogan, if you had the wherewithal,
what would we talk
to
about?
get on Joe Rogan? Not just what would you talk about? Would you ever just look at him and be like,
it's a bold move.
Joe Rogan, you inferior.
Yeah, I mean that's really how he was looking at it. I mean, think about Joe
And
Rogan.
all your ancestors and your family.
They're all people who thought that filth was cleanliness. I just don't understand that though.
How could you not love that guy?
No, I do. I enjoy it. It's just like the mental gymnastics to go from like you guys were basically filthy apes and we taught you everything and you didn't know anything and then you took it all from us.
Well, when have you been on Rogan? That's all I'm saying.
Touche.
Never.
Touche.
Rogan does have one black daughter though, so he does have one foot in the community.
That's
That
true.
is true.
Does that give him
Did you know that about
does that
him?
give him the
I did.
pass?
Yeah, I use that as the pass. I know a black guy, so I say the
I
unmarked.
know the black guy. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Joe
I
Rogan,
think
that-
race trader.
This is what they've been doing this whole episode. They're like, we know a bunch of black dead guys.
That's really what they
Like,
they
like,
just came
that's
on
not-
this show to flex about all the dead
They're
black
like,
guys. You know?
his daughter once asked us to promote the funeral. Like that doesn't mean you could say it. You can't say it.
Look,
We're big in the streets.
yeah.
that's what
The
I'm saying.
streets are that we're heavy on the JPay these days. Yeah. Well,
If I
When
went
you
on Joe
guys-
Rogan, I'd call him a cracker to his
yeah,
face. I'd be like,
cracker ass honky.
yeah, cracker ass honky. Y'all don't even know where
Call
you
him a
got
race
your
trader.
shit from.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking, you don't even know Joe Rogan. And then I'd offer him fried chicken and be like, "This is my people's delicacy,
Oh,
Joe Rogan."
this is really good fried chicken.
sacrament.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
It's
don't know,
really
man.
funny. We picked up. We've like kind of. I don't know if we turned the show around, but like we've decided to stop doing like full silly all the time.
Well, I mean,
And
it
we-
depends. Some silly stuff. I guess what really the words you're looking for is racism. That's what we started to back away from.
No, not really. I
Right.
mean, we're still telling the truth.
Which is
Well, we're here
yes, racist.
we're here to bring you back to your roots.
Yeah,
is
we're
what I'm saying.
returning you to
We're
That's
fully
another black
demonetized.
reference. Roots.
yeah.
We're fully demonetized on YouTube, so we can do whatever the fuck we want.
Yes, it's ultimate freedom.
They're like, we're looking to
did-
spread some of that love, some of
Yeah,
that
yeah.
demonetization.
We did recently get another strike for making fun of Ghislaine Maxwell's tits.
Yeah, they said we
What?
sexualize. Every time we've gotten a YouTube strike, it has been for talking about Epstein or someone related. We got one for bullying Jeffrey Epstein,
Yeah.
one for Ghislaine, another for Jean-Luc Brunel.
Yeah.
It's hard out there if
Yeah.
you want to
How do
criticize
you get?
pedophiles.
Well, how did you make fun of her tits? I
I think you said she has very fuckable tits, which
Oh,
is more of
well.
a comment than a criticism.
Show me the lie.
Yes.
Okay. She has a great rack. Look, has she done some questionable things?
Maybe.
Allegedly.
allegedly,
Is her
that's all
rack-
allegedly.
Is her rack fantastic? 100%.
Also, yes.
I will testify to that in a court of law.
Yes.
These are objective truths about the reality that we live in.
Yeah.
And it's, you want your child traffickers to be hideous goblins, but sometimes they have a set of heavies. And you got to
Sometimes they're
square that.
Yeah. Sometimes evil people can be hot.
Look,
And you got to jack off
she
to 'em.
would get me. She would recruit me in a heartbeat. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have worked on me.
Yeah.
That's- Jesus. Not the kid part, but
Well,
I saw you guys are well.
mine in Rome.
It's funny because you said that you got removed or demonetized about talking about those two subjects, Jeffrey Epstein's penis and Ghislaine whatever her tits, and then I saw you guys make a clip about it, which is like you're like, if I'm gonna get demonetized
double
about
down,
this, I'm
triple
gonna
down.
double down, which I appreciate about you guys.
Yeah, well, the AI overlord makes our clips. We have no part in that. We
Yeah.
feed it to the machine, and the machine births it back to us.
we've given ourselves over to the AI overlords.
Yes.
As have we. There's only
Team
so
AI.
much labor that I'm willing to do, and that is virtually anything over 10% labor, and I'm not willing to do it at all.
Right now, I'm actually at my house. I'm running electric wire from my garage.
Not do it, yeah.
This is just
This
AI.
is the most that we'll do. But I saw you guys, and I didn't know if it was true because you guys really blur the line between
Actually,
like
let's
truth
talk about
and lies.
AI. What the
You want to
fuck?
talk about AI?
Yeah, and I don't want to be like raunchy and mean and nasty and stuff, but like,
Okay.
go ahead, vamp.
No, I mean I was just gonna say that you guys made it seem like Ghislaine or you called her Ghislaine. I'm gonna stick with that. Was arguing with him about the size of his penis and that it was very small and it was shaped like an egg, and we've all heard those rumors.
Right.
But was that just you guys improving, or was there an actual dialogue somehow that you were aware of where she was not pleased about the size of his penis?
I don't think Ghislaine herself criticized it.
It was one of the victims. I believe.
one of the
Yeah.
victims. I think, or maybe two of the victims mentioned his egg-shaped penis.
Yeah, his egg-shaped penis, which at some point someone has to leak the picture.
Yeah.
I
I got to see his dick.
got to see. this
If I've seen
penis.
Terrance
Him and
Howard's dick,
Terrence
I'm willing to see
Yeah.
this egg-shaped
Well, I mean,
penis.
I looked for it, but I didn't see it.
well,
Terrance
I,
Howard.
Well, we
No,
tried.
no, I
Yeah, we
did see
tried.
Joe.
I don't know what that was.
You gotta kind of
But it's-
move the foliage aside.
It's interesting. It's interesting because Jeffrey Epstein, weird-shaped penis. Harvey Weinstein, weird-shaped penis. Hitler, weird-shaped penis.
I think they're slandering these people because you're right. All three of these guys, three monsters, eventually an article came out where they're like, this guy's dick was small and
dick.
fucked up.
Yeah.
So I think this is some sort of
That was a
penis
really
psyop.
silly thing that came out where it was like Hitler's penis was very small. What
I
was
was
it
like,
like?
I don't know.
It's like,
Micro penis.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying he
he
had a
had a
hog
Terrance
on
Howard.
him, but I'm just saying if that was gonna happen, it would have come out a long time ago. It just seems interesting now that it's.
Can I play this
Please,
clip?
let's
I found
let's have a gander at the clip.
All right, so let's take Joe
You gotta
Rogan
remove
off.
Joe Rogan.
Here we go.
There we go. What is this?
I don't know. You tell me.
Can
This
you make
is-
it big so I can see it on the make the whole thing big? Yeah. Oh, that's so fucking funny.
right?
Yeah.
I know, and this is gonna be hard to follow, guys, but
Stick with us. Yeah, you can see the joy run away from his eyes, and that's fine.
okay. The dark side of the internet. I don't know.
Right.
What does this have to do with me?
That's a great question.
Carlos de los Santanos says de los
That
Santos.
actually looks like Dan Bongino in the.
Yeah, one of Dan Bongino's altars says,
Yeah.
Grok, who is this person? Question mark. And Grok goes, the man in this video appears to be Daniel. That's my name.
Oh no.
Known online as Top Lobster, he is a podcaster, co-host of Nephilim Death Squad, and the founder of Top Lobster Streetwear. The hat
Wear for the streets.
the hats match his merch. Not 100% certain, as he's not a major public figure.
So I love how it says it
No,
is you, and then it
show
goes, but he ain't
no.
shit, and then it twists the
So
blade.
then I just respond, hey, fuck you. Like
That was well deserved.
Yeah.
Brock didn't have to twist the knife. At the
Yeah.
end there.
Yeah. Where's Grok's tastefulness?
Yes, very crude,
Where-
uncouth.
Yeah.
it just completely doxed me, though. I've never said my name on Twitter.
So this is what really gets me is like when when Joe Rogan says, "Well, I don't know, man. AI could be the second coming of Christ.
AI could totally be Jesus Christ.
Could totally be Jesus."
It
I
knows
go,
your-
I
it knows your
can't
first
even
name.
tell that guy is not. You don't even bear a slight resemblance to him. He wasn't
No.
even wearing a hat.
I don't even know what that video was about.
Well, it was like a sad influencer. He was like putting it on for the camera, and then when the camera's turned off, it all died out of his eyes. Just much like what happens to us when the camera's turned off.
Yeah, once this turns off, I'm like,
Yeah.
get out of my face.
We don't
dude."
even talk to each other. We just stand up and walk our separate ways.
He goes through that door, I go through that door.
Yep, and that's
There's
it.
no more-
So I get
Like,
that part. But it didn't look like you. So I don't know how it's going to be Jesus. That's
Also
a
very
far cry.
disrespectful. I was asking Grok, I was like, if I wanted to sue you for this, would it be like, can I do it? And it was like, yeah, I mean, you can put together some sort of court case. So I said, all right, see you in court.
See you in court, Grok.
It's funny you mentioned that because I had read that Dave Portnoy got like his full address doxed by Grok when he posted some video the other day of like some Ohio State fan, I don't know, putting signs or some shit in front of his house. And someone asked Grok, like, where is this? And it just dropped like his full fucking address.
Jesus,
That's
the
awesome.
AI does tend to fuck up around stuff like that. If you really press it, I actually, my job, I work with AI, and some of the shit I've done is around trying to get it to like violate protocol. It's way better now, but back in the day, you used to be able to get it to give you instructions on how to like make meth or do a school shooting.
Which
So-
it should tell you how to do.
Yes, so
Yeah.
there's
No, I mean,
a
if you're
little
going to
bit
do
of-
it, you'd want to do it right.
Right, you want to have a plan, which a lot of these kids don't. I think the school shooters are too willy-nilly these days.
I think it's TikTok brain.
yeah, they don't have the attention span necessary to
They
kill
get
all the
distracted
classmates.
very
Yeah.
easily. Yeah. It's
Right.
not-
That,
Yeah, well,
that
they just-
actually
they all-
reminds me. I didn't. So Candace Owens' dad was the janitor at Sandy Hook. Did you guys know that?
That's so cool.
Wait, hold on. That was real? I thought that was a joke.
no. That's
Whoa,
real,
wow.
apparently.
Well, we're saying it on this show, so it must be true.
No,
Right.
that's like that's
I
legitimate.
believe you. Yeah, I believe you. Was he a good janitor or like a shitty one?
No, he was a bad one.
Well, he was
That's why he got
black.
shot.
Yeah. Well, I think that makes him qualified. It's basically slave labor.
Well, that is like kind of the magical black guy trope, is like a guy who works at Sandy Hook, but he has some sort of foresight to the event that's about to occur, but no one listens to him.
Oh no,
Well,
I'm
what happened
sick.
to
I
him? Is he
can't come
dead?
in today.
No, he was there. He was fine. He was sleeping in the broom closet.
Is that true? I don't know what's true anymore.
Sometimes it pays to be lazy.
Yeah,
is what I'm going to take from that.
yeah.
Hold on. Candace Owens' dad.
Oh, you're
Sandy.
fact checking him.
Well, I'm actually just
Live.
looking on Google. I mean, on YouTube, on Twitter.
I swear to God, right now, if he fact checks me and I'm wrong, I'm
Well,
gonna
hold
punch
on.
him in
Let's
the
see.
face.
Candace Owens' paternal grandfather, Robert Lee Owens
No
Sr.
fucking way.
Yeah, Robert
no
Lee.
fucking way.
Robert Lee Owens. He's deceased. I don't know if he died in the shooting or owned maintenance and security businesses that had contracts for various facilities in Connecticut, including the Newton School District, where Sandy Hook Elementary School was located. So he wasn't exactly the okay. So Candace Owens was raised by her grandparents. That's very stereotypical in Stamford,
Right.
Connecticut. Her grandfather.
They're following the Hotep Jesus method.
yeah. Her father, Robert Lee Owens Sr., operated maintenance and cleaning. His companies provided services like janitorial work, snow removal, landscaping, fire alarm system, and security to properties, including those in Newton School District at the time in 2012. The Robert Owens in a 2008 lawsuit settlement for racial threats against Candace Owens is her father. Okay, so he was like, this name needs to get passed on. So Robert Lee and then Robert Lee Jr.
Robert E. Lee
Right.
Jr.
Also named Robert.
Yeah.
The claim about Robert being in charge of the contract of Sandy Hooks refers to her grandfather. That's fascinating. So, I mean, it's not just that he's doing janitorial contracts. He's also in charge of security, which makes it like a little bit more. It's an added layer of nefarity. Is that a word?
No.
Nefarity.
Well, now it is. I like it.
Nefarity. That's interesting.
Well, what they don't tell you is the Moors actually introduced school shootings to the white people.
Yeah, white guys didn't have it before.
Yeah.
But the
they
black
never
man
shot
came
their
over.
classmates.
Yeah.
No.
Well, the Moors invented education, and from there, it naturally progressed to you got to shoot up the school.
Well, imagine
Yeah.
doing a school shooting with a fucking musket. How many people you're gonna get when you have to, pack the rod between every kid you kill? It's not gonna.
Wasn't there that kid at our high
Oh
school?
my God! Yes, we did.
Yeah.
There at our high school, some fucking retard Squad went there to shoot it up, but it was like a World War I rifle. It really was like, gunpowder.
It had like 2 shots in it that you could fire off.
He didn't even kill anyone. Do you know how stupid you have to be to bring a gun to a school and not manage to shoot one fucking person?
I mean, you know,
I mean, like the trans people
no,
do
they
it a
don't
lot.
miss. They don't miss. They do pretty good. They do pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the recent one, I just wonder.
They're getting better.
We talk about this.
Did it right.
Well, we don't talk about it. We stole this terminology from Austin Pickard. This idea of the influencer industrial complex, which is a banger of a name. And I will go forth using it from this point onward. I will give him no more flowers for that. That's now ours. And yeah, here's a thumbnail for it. We have Timothy Alberino, Candace Owens, Nick Fuentes, Tucker Carlson. But what's interesting to me is like
Timothy Alberino's gonna kick our ass.
he could try, dude. He could try. So he's gonna whip us. Honestly, if he has a whip, I don't stand a chance. But so you know, that is a lot of people speculate as to the fed nature of an influencer, right? You guys killing everybody that you joke about. Us working for Deputy Director Dan Bonino. The list goes on and on.
General Flynn.
But when you shout out to General Flynn, but when you speculate as to like, you know, the nature of Candace Owens, and then you find out that kind of shit, like that's a hard thing to dismiss.
Yeah.
In charge of security contracts?
Something's always been off with her, because I remember when she started, like way back when she was a left-wing influencer, and then she got canceled for some reason, and then within like 2 weeks she was doing InfoWars. Like, she has just flipped sides for whatever is most convenient for her purse, I guess. Just whatever makes her the most money is what she becomes.
Her and her gay British husband.
Yeah, he really is a bit light in the loafers, as they say.
Yeah.
It's a little weird because her husband is like super rich. So it's like, do you really need money like that? Like, why you?
No, I mean, once you get a certain amount of money, I don't think there's a price you can put on steering the populace.
Dude, once I get a certain amount of money, I'm not doing this shit anymore. I'm out.
Absolutely,
I'm not even,
brother.
Amen. I'm not even picking up the mics. Like, they could stay here. I'm out.
I think
I'm leaving this as it is.
She's just desperate for people to pay attention to her. No amount of money can sort of assuage
Look,
that.
she's a black queen, and I stand Candace Owens.
Yeah.
I don't care.
She was, you know,
get a job.
I don't care how many people she defames. I will stand by the queen.
She is attractive. Okay for that.
I have a soft spot for black women who act white.
I think you just have a soft spot for the black community in general, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But I do think that the key thing here to look at
I
with
just feel like if
Candace
you
is
shaved Candace's head, I wouldn't be able to tell if she
well,
was a
that
boy
is
or a
her
girl.
head is shaved. It's a wig. They don't have real.
it a wig?
They don't have hair like
Stop
that.
it! Stop it! Stop
They don't
it!
have like.
Is this
Do we
what
have
happened?
popcorn?
This episode is brought to you by Ella's Campfire Popcorn.
Give me that. I want some. I'm kind of.
You gonna have some? That's got no. That one's got the sugar in it. You want something without sugar?
I want this one.
You're a real animal, dude. Anyway, the dill pickle one doesn't have any sugar in it, and also the garlic parmesan.
Yeah, but you need to watch your weight. Let you.
Oh,
You can take that. Jump over the table.
yeah.
Give him a good face massage.
Yeah.
You catch my drift.
Let me
Give
show
him a
you
nice
how this
rub
muscle
down,
connects to fucking this muscle.
Yeah.
So,
did that guy tell you where the male G spot is too, and show
Yes.
you how to find that?
no, he showed me though,
Secrets.
but he didn't tell me what he was looking for. He just said, "Stand still, stop struggling." You know, it's like,
Wipe that up.
yeah.
It's
Then
gonna be
he went like
easier if
this.
you don't resist.
When he was done, he went.
Gross.
And then he walked away. But Candace Owens' parents weren't there. That is interesting. And I'm not saying that that's like a.
This is a bad thing to eat.
Don't eat in the microphone, dude.
I mean, he
don't
told
eat
us.
Ella's popcorn, the campfire flavor in the microphone.
It's actually really good. Yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
not.
of course it's really good because it's filled with sugar and chocolate and shit.
Brother Panic would eat right into the microphone.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
really gotta show the audience who's boss.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if they all dislike something, you gotta double
No,
down on
yeah.
it.
This is actually a Hotep Jesus move.
Oh, you told me that when
Yeah,
me
I
and Jay
told you that a long
Dyer
time ago.
were beefing briefly. If you guys go back to that episode,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure there is a cinnamon toast crunch in here.
that's no. Those are golden grams. I can see golden grams, which are good, but not as good as cinnamon toast crunch. So you told me that you gave me that pointer when me and Jay Dyer were like slightly beefing. He thought that I wanted to debate, and I said no, I'm not intellectual. I'm retarded.
No,
I
he
can't
thought that
debate."
I was the Mexican from Tinfoil Hat.
He thought you were XG, yeah, and which was
Oh, okay.
insulting, but not inaccurate. You guys do look similar. So, but then I offered to box him because he said he was looking for somebody to box, and you know we've since massaged that relationship. But it was the first time we were gonna have somebody on the side. And I grabbed him by the fucking face and the back of the neck.
No, wipe that up, J. Doctor.
Yeah.
No.
Towel on him.
So, but you said, because I was like, what do we do? Because we're having Jay on and we're not going to debate, but there's like obviously some contention here, and we weren't sure if we were going to be friends or not. And you were like, eat on the show.
You know what I just did to you guys right now?
What's that?
With this Ella's popcorn, campfire popcorn. I just grip tested you.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was. That was pretty good.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
You could see their demeanor.
It's
They're a
Maybe
little
I'll-
bit.
Yeah.
They kind of slouched a little bit.
I
Harry,
could try
you
some
gotta
of the
break out
dill.
you gotta break out your candy potpourri.
Yeah, I do. I'm big into sour candy, so I have multiple varieties of
Yeah,
sour
yeah.
candy that I mixed into a candy salad.
Yeah.
I have like 5 pounds of sour gummy worms right now. I always,
Fucking
Not to
that's
brag.
maniac shit,
Refrigerate-
dude.
You
Yeah.
keep them refrigerated, so it hurts to chew
if
them.
you put them in the fridge, they get a little extra chewier. So it's like mewing.
Well,
you know,
they
I
turn
eat
into, like,
sour
rocks,
candy and it's very difficult to eat, but I enjoy it that way.
You know what's funny is I can tell how tickled you are when you talk about your sour candies.
It's all I have left. It's the only thing I have in my life anymore. Everything else.
Yeah, once you stop
it's
drinking,
actually-
it's just nothing but sour candy.
That's all ice cream and sour candy. I've had
You
to
guys
replace
gave up the
both now.
margaritas?
Well, I haven't. No,
Yeah,
no.
I had to quit drinking
I don't have-
several years ago.
I don't have a problem. I have a hobby.
Well, I mean, it seems like every time you do the show, you're drinking. Is that true? Are you drinking right now?
This is a spindrift.
That's a spindrift.
what?
Me,
It's lemon water.
it's his fancy
A
gay
lemon
little
water.
water.
This is also what I've replaced booze with. I've gotten very into 2 things, which is sour candy and then seltzer.
Give me the pop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He's like, Matt, stop yelling about the popcorn. It's
Oh
very
my
good.
God. Boss, what is the problem? Is it the popcorn? Okay, all right. Sorry, boss. Put
Okay,
the
okay.
product placement back on the. Go to the full screen so we can. I had the dill
Yeah.
ones. They were good.
Do your plugs,
yeah.
guys. You gotta
This
do
Ella's
plugs.
popcorn is super good.
Yes. Anti-racist popcorn.
Oh, no,
Very
black
racist
one.
popcorn.
Yeah.
Well, it's from Central Florida, so I don't know if it's.
Oh,
No, this
okay.
Popcorn,
well,
palm oil, maltodextrin, coconut oil. So
All good stuff.
now he made me lose my train of thought. I had something really important to say, and then the boss just comes in here.
He's
and
talking about his drinking habits and how they're going to end up.
and he was
Oh,
drinking
right.
too
Like
much, and
this.
he said his belly's getting distended. He's found a love for hip hop music.
a couple claws, and this is me before every Saturday live stream. Couple claws, and you just start hip hop dancing to
You got
my-
to.
my bullshit music.
Well, the powers that be don't want you to hip hop dance, so
Yeah.
they don't
Can
want you
we-
to do that. So you got to
You know
fight
what-
against them.
I think this would be great, and I don't know if you guys are into it. I know you're all the way.
Oh, wait.
Go ahead. No, please.
I'm sorry. There's a fat black.
There's a fat black
Yeah,
woman.
yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, she's bald. See,
Look at-
She got that Candace Owens.
she got that Candace Owens, baby.
She ain't Candace Owens.
I would love to, because we're in the season of disclosure potentially, right? You've got all these things coming out. Louise,
So they say.
Elizondo, which is a guy you should listen to. He's come out and they've made a documentary. I've been in the Air Force for 28 years and I've seen UFOs. And somebody goes, I've been in the Navy for 30 years and I've seen UFOs. And this is the same shit they do every single time. And I think the point of it is to kind of, when they do disclosure and then you have like your boomer, whatever uncle go like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Somebody goes, hold on, I know what's going on. These guys have been in the Air Force for 20 years and they saw UFOs. And so they can kind of like, parrot it to you and you could be soothed in your moment of stress.
You know what, dude? I just realized, man, Blue Letter
ahead.
Bible's not going to sponsor us anymore. After
I don't
this
think they are.
episode.
They're probably not going to sponsor us.
All right, whatever.
They're going to stop sending those checks.
We don't need it. We have
Whoa.
Ella's popcorn.
Hold on
Which
a
is a
second.
wonderful
you guys
popcorn.
Were sponsored. You were sponsored by the Bible. That was
No,
what you were sponsored?
we threatened to kill everybody there, and it turned out to be
That's
misunderstanding.
very Old Testament.
Well, I mean, it gets,
Rain fire down on these
I don't want
guys.
to. I don't want to bring it up again. But what had happened was, and I'll bring it up again. What had happened was, some listeners of ours, because of an episode that we did with a rep from them, they donated like 5 figures, which I don't know why they did that because my car won't start sometimes, but whatever. So they donated 5 figures to Blue Letter Bible.
Hold on.
and then
my car won't start sometimes.
And then, which is like just the other day, it was like, nope, not today. And I was like, fuck,
His car
dude,
is so bad.
it is bad.
He's got like, what do? You pull a fuse
I have to
out?
pull a fuse out because there's a wiring issue and I can't get the lights to turn off. So I pull the fuse out, but then the car won't start with the
I
fuse.
just brought
out,
my
so-
second Subaru.
Whatever, dude. That's a lesbian vehicle.
Hold on.
Yes, it is.
I have a cheap car if you want to buy one.
Yeah,
The Whip's great. I
There's
got
a BMW for sale.
Yeah, I got to get rid of.
No, I will not buy a BMW. They're the biggest pieces of shit in the world, and I know
Oh,
that yours is
wow.
broken down. That's
No,
why he
it
laughs.
works. It completely works.
It moves around.
A little wear and tear, but it works.
Huh? I don't know. I don't think I'll take you up on that. But so my car has Graves syndrome. So what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah. So they donate this money and then Blue Letter Bible
put it in a med bed.
And Blue Letter Bible goes, take the episode down. And so, because I don't know, I guess we were, but so then because of that,
So we go, we're gonna kill everybody at Blue Letter Bible. And they go, no, don't do that.
well, apparently it was a big misunderstanding. They never said that, but we did say we were gonna kill them all. So
Very rational. That's what to do. Yeah.
but we were trying to massage that relationship. That massaging is just now it's really, it's in there, dude. I feel, I'll tell you what, my jaw feels great.
Well, hey, I mean, if they're looking for a new show to sponsor,
Yeah, we're very Christian.
we're some of the most pious people you
Go
could
take a
ever-
read of Matthew 5:44. You
Yeah.
know, you gotta help your enemies. You have to love your enemies, and that'd be like giving us money.
Well, we know a rep. Maybe we'll send him
Weren't
your
you
way.
guys just working for?
Oh yeah, what happened to that?
Hey, I don't work over there. I'm not a Blaze guy. I'm doing my own thing. I sit in my room and work on mysterious AI shit.
Yeah. I mean, I look. Technically, kind of. Not really.
do?
He's like the what I do. I mean, I did nothing. It wasn't my fault. I want that on the record. It was nothing. It was
Oh.
not my fault.
Yeah,
He works for
Just
a
put all the
Jew,
blame on
loves
them.
black culture.
Yeah. I don't think they loved that our last week of shows, like our last 2 weeks of shows, one of the bits I came up with was we were bringing in local Dallas comedians and I was putting the Wailing Wall on one of our monitors and we would make them kiss the Wailing Wall and telling them this is the money wall and if you kiss this wall, you're going to be huge.
That's very funny. Dude.
Oh wait,
That's
can
a
I
good
ask you a
fucking bit.
question? Was Lila Hart upset about because like that's what Alex leads off with. He's like we got Nephilim Death Squad and he goes, hey Top, I heard that you hate Lila Hart and then it goes to Lila Hart like some midget on the couch. I'm like perfect. Like I
I thought that was a great opening.
Yeah.
I thought.
I was like, I don't hate you.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
she's cool about it. I mean, she
what choice does she have?
Yeah,
She's tiny and can be killed easily.
Yeah,
just
I mean-
like the folks in the
That was
Bible.
kind of the premise of the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Actually, was how easily killed she is.
she does one of my favorite things, which is she does like a nationwide midget stripper tour,
Yeah.
Right.
which is very funny to do.
And no, it's very funny to do. The whole bit that that Stein was referencing was about how you said that you could grab her by the ankle
Oh, well, I'll
and
show you the
swing
picture.
her against the corner of a wall and burst her like a balloon.
No, there's more to it than that.
That's what you
It might
said.
fix her spine.
Yeah.
Some chiropractic
straighten her
work
out
on
a
her.
little
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
Give her
Well,
an
it
extra
wasn't like
3 inches
a-
of height.
It wasn't an I want to do this as much as it was like a you could feasibly do this.
Well, no. It was a question of I don't even know where I would find that picture now, but
Oh, her and all the other midgets from the midget tour.
how it this show is so horrible.
No,
But no. So she was in a hotel room with a girl that was 7 feet tall, and then a girl that's even tinier than her, and there were 5 of them, and they were arranged in size order.
They look like the Wi-Fi signal. Yeah.
So the question was like, in order, which would they look like the Wi-Fi signal? They kind of did. And it was like in order, like which one would. And I'm a married man, and also this is a Christian show, so I was like, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
But I was like,
Yeah.
like how would you? I said if you had to fight your way out of that room.
Well, you used a harsher
Right.
word than that.
I don't remember what I said.
Well,
What I
it
said.
was like because the idea was that you were gonna end their lives.
Yeah, I was like, well, how would you do it? And
How would you end their lives?
They're like, oh, I do this, I do that, and I was like, no, this is what you do. You take the smallest one, and she's like a kind of like a bowling ball shape.
She looked like a little kind of like a baby doll.
Yeah,
You know, yeah.
and I was like, you bust in the room, you grab her by the feet, and you
Right.
you water balloon her against the corner of
Yeah.
the wall.
Uh-huh.
Explodes.
Right.
Everyone's covered in blood, and then you tell them to sit down,
Mhm.
and then you don't
That's
have to do
good.
anything else. Yeah, this is like
Okay.
it's like shock and awe.
And
And
instill fear and get the rest of them to just forfeit the bet.
And then you make it rain on the rest of them.
yes, or you steal their tip.
You already
That's
made it
my
rain.
move.
You sprayed them with their cohort.
Yeah, raining blood like Slayer.
Yeah, I'm the pimp now, ladies.
Yeah.
Let's fucking hit the block, okay?
But that was
My
never
opinion's
that was
strong.
never that never meant you disliked her.
no,
So it was weird the way Alex started it. I also find it strange that we were on that show, and then I think that was the beginning of the end. That's when they started looking at letting Brandon go. Is they were like,
Yeah.
"Who fucking this guy's
Who booked these
suggestions
people?"
suck ass."
It's not the first time. It's not the
He's
first
gotta
time. I
go.
mean, the guy at the Leesburg Theater, like, it
Oh,
was,
yeah.
yeah. You know about when we got canceled from the theater?
yes.
Yeah, for being racist or something like that.
Whatever.
Right.
They called the governor, and the question wasn't like, oh, you're violating the First Amendment free speech rights of our citizens, and he was like, no. The question was, who booked these guys?
Yeah, that was really it. Was the who booked these guys?
Like, you didn't look at them.
By the way, I have a plan,
Oh, no.
and Madeline
Can
in
we
the
get
chat.
Can we get AI to make this a better plan?
Maybe.
Whatever it is.
I don't know, but I think it would be great to have the guys over for this one. So when we do the next Bohemian Grove, I think what we should do is we should do a whole
Muskets.
segment where we don't
Oh, yeah.
pack muskets. We make fun of all these guys. We talk about a Wilcox and a Greer, all the guys that have facilitated the big disclosure thing. We just get up and we just talk shit for a while. But so we lost our venue, and there's some venues here in the Villages, which is the happiest place in America. It's a retiree center of the world. And they have these venues that look like Disney World. They're all immaculate and dystopian. And so I think what we do is we have
These are so good.
a cocktail attire for the first day, right? And what we do is we all walk in there really dressed really nicely.
I got the idea today. We're gonna do day one at the VIP in the coffee shop.
In here in the coffee shop.
And I want to tell, because I don't think Matt's listening to this, but I want to
No,
tell
I think
everyone,
he's mortified, actually.
come dress suit and tie, tails if you got them. Like,
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like
as nice as you can dress.
tails on a what do you call that? What do you call that?
Tuxedo.
A tuxedo. Yeah, a tuxedo.
Yes.
So I was saying, Madeline, because you were in the chat, you saw this conversation. So we dress up really nice and we act super pompous. Like when we go to rent it, like
A monocle?
a monocle, tap dancing shoes, whatever. And then we secure the venue, and then we all pile in there. And then I think what we all do is just wear wife beaters underneath. So as soon as we get in there after the first half hour,
Excellent.
everybody disrobe, wife beaters underneath, and then we're on stage and it's just blap, 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 guaman, blap, blap, blap. But it's too late because it's one day and they can't kick us out. So they have
Right.
to
The
let us
nice
finish
bait
that.
and switch.
Yeah. Well,
I
what
think
you need
that's
to
a
do,
great move.
you need to send a Jewish person to go negotiate the deal, because then they can't be like, you're anti-Semitic. Be like, oh yeah, buddy, look at we've got Shlomo over here who's going to actually negotiate the contract with you.
I think
I
it
will
is
wear a
similar
yarmulke
to-
and I'll put a clay nose on.
the last time we had a
Yeah.
guy with business acumen that fell apart.
Well, no, he never used the business acumen. That was the problem. Was the business acumen was never deployed. It was like a parachute that just we never even tugged the string. It was
He
our
forgot to pack the
fault,
emergency
really.
chute.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just crashed it. I love
Yeah.
those videos when the parachutes don't go off and they just
Fucking eat
Did you
shit.
ever hear
and
there's
they're
like
falling
there's like
30 feet
one
feet.
lady who I gotta find this in ChatGPT. One lady who like survived.
What?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. She went
jumped
through
out
a
of a
bunch
plane
of
and her
trees.
shit didn't deploy and she survived. She just bounced. And
Holy
then was
Peggy
like,
Hill.
super messed up
Yeah.
about it.
it's Peggy Hill. That's an episode of King of the Hill.
She did. She fell through a bunch, like a very thick canopy of trees, and that slowed her down enough to just be
Oh, that's-
horribly
yeah,
paralyzed.
That's great. Yeah, yeah. Well, here's the good news. You are alive. Bad news,
You
you're gonna
wish you were dead.
you're gonna shit through a bag for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your,
Well,
your
I mean,
ass
you know.
will never work again.
Let me see. Tell me. This is how I talk to the demons on AI. Tell me about the lady who survived not deploying her parachute. Tell me.
It's just super loud. Could you hear me chewing?
Yeah, we can hear you chewing.
Yeah,
Chewing
yeah,
what?
absolutely.
Ella's
I
popcorn.
kind of like it. It adds a little ambiance to it. You
Makes
know?
It's a little
feel
ASMR.
natural.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, here we
like
go.
hanging out. You know?
Her name is Vesna Volovic. And she survived a fall without a parachute.
We'll pull up a picture.
Nah, well, she's a pretty lady. Sure. Let's pull. How do I do that?
Probably was.
Yeah, she once
Well, I'm
was
sure
pretty.
she's not horribly disfigured. All she did was jump out of a plane and not. Yeah, let's bring that up over there.
Yeah, she's a monster now.
Nope, that's not her.
No, that's her.
That's
That was
not
actually her. She became James
go.
Rink.
So I think she's like Polish or something. She was a flight attendant. Yugoslavian, disgusting. So the fall, about 10,000 meters, highest fall without a parachute ever. She was trapped inside the plane's tail section, which detached and fell as a unit rather than falling completely exposed.
You're a good reader,
debris. Her injuries, she suffered a fractured skull, 2 crushed vertebrae, a broken pelvis, several broken ribs, and both legs broken. And she was in a coma for 10 days. Damn.
Well, you don't need those.
She was crushed.
Yeah, you don't need your legs.
Yeah. Well,
no, you definitely don't need your legs.
No, they're mostly secondary. You don't need. Our governor got away with it for a long time.
How's she going to cook in the kitchen and be a flight attendant without legs? She's going to wheel through the aisle.
AI will take care of that. That is actually not to bring this to David Wilcock, but one of the things.
Please bring this to David Wilcock.
Well, last we left off with you guys, David was about to be a trillionaire for 2 different deals. One was his company Stavati was going to replace every single 747 in existence.
Yeah.
And he was going to get 200 billion, maybe 300 billion for that. But the reason why everyone wanted to buy his plane is he said because it had slightly wider aisles.
Wider aisles. To
so
fit
someone in a wheelchair would be able to go down the aisles very comfortably.
Wheelchair and the fat black flight attendants.
For the fats,
really.
Well, David's hips have been getting.
I'm not. I've been doing really good. I've been working out and eating
popcorn.
No. You're eating the popcorn. I had a single morsel of dill pickle Ella's popcorn, and it was delicious.
Straight to his hips.
All natural ingredients.
If you need to lose weight, Perry has all the good snacks you can eat that are low cal.
Yeah, I basically have an eating disorder, so I can hook it up.
Yeah.
You have a sweets problem, right? It's a sweets problem. You would identify it as a problem?
Well, sort of. I have that, but I also eat like all the low-calorie alternatives, like Halo Top ice cream instead of normal ice cream. There's a bunch of different things you can eat a lot of where it doesn't really add the calories. It just makes you sad.
I don't think that's true. I think if you
think that you're filled with aspartame.
Aspartame.
I'm half chemicals at this point. I think they preserved me. I'm probably only alive because I pickled my liver and pumped it full of sweeteners.
I do think that that's true. I think if you cold turkeyed that right now, you would fall apart rapidly.
Right.
I think you would probably get Graves' disease.
He's held together by red dye 40.
He probably relapsed, to be honest. The candy is the only thing keeping him on the straight and narrow.
That is what almost all alcoholics just become addicted to sugar afterwards. There's a lot of sugar in booze. You got to replace it somehow. So
Wait, but you're not drinking alcohol now. What is that can?
It's a spindrift. It's water. It's lemon water.
It's
I thought it was like a.
Is that why the show hasn't been as funny?
I think so.
Yeah. That's so messed up. Look, he's like, oh, you're gonna get him to drink again. Don't do that.
No, every time we've done your show, I've been sober. I quit like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
so.
Perry had to get off the wagon because it was causing some
killing
problems.
me. Yes, I was James Rinking out. I had to gotta get a medical detox.
Yeah,
and now Brandon just drinks disrespectfully margaritas in his presence, which is
right.
I think
it's
that's
to rub it in my face.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's like a dominance.
It's the yin and yang. One of us has to be fucked up.
The show only works intoxicated. We can't both be sober. That'd be bullshit.
And then occasionally on our Saturday streams, we'll do what I call a chug stream, which is if you donate $20, I'll slug a White Claw. And I usually end up blacking out during those shows and forget to turn the stream.
Crap.
And
so
one
of you has to have a deep love for black music and alcohol, and the other one gets to eat Sour Patch Kids and
have a job.
And have a job.
Yeah. Excuse me, my job is cashing government checks right now. So
I'd rather have his job. He's on the fucking, not disability. You should be on that, but you're on that.
I'll get on it soon enough.
Yeah.
But
I'll find a way.
Yeah.
I'll try black out again.
I'm too retarded to work.
Yeah, I can't be expected to
Oh,
work.
I'm too retarded to stop.
I saw a lady.
Yeah.
I was watching a video and she was she just had a disability. She was on disability and
Yeah,
she's
she's
crying.
a
It's a
lady.
white woman. And what is she saying? She's going, well, every time I have a job, I start to weep.
So good.
No, don't do that, dude. Are you doing a sales pitch right now, or is this a commercial?
I mean it.
All right, you're gonna eat the whole bag
I
of
usually
fucking.
don't like the other sponsor stuff. Like we had beef jerky. I was like, fuck this beef jerky.
Oh, the biltong was good. I love that shit, especially the spicy one. I was really mad when he said, "Hey, you guys aren't selling any biltong."
I have it in my fridge. It's molded.
Oh, well, you're supposed to eat it, dude. You're not supposed to keep it in your fridge. But when he told us, like, I got to admit, guys, you've not sold a bag of this shit since we started working with you, and we've given you thousands of dollars. I
was kinda like
really
our-
bummed
yeah.
out, dude.
That's kind of like our Blue Chew sponsorship, which we had for
I don't know, 3 weeks.
3 or 4 weeks, and like no one really. I think a few people bought stuff, but then they just like never paid us.
Yeah, they just said no one ever bought it.
Yeah,
So-
we're like,
They're
well,
like, hey,
that's
no
your
one's having
problem.
sex to your podcast. Like,
Yeah,
you guys are done.
Something about your show doesn't make
Yeah.
people want to have
It's not
sex.
sexy enough. They put the hips thing in the back. They're like still not sexy
We,
enough.
I think
Nah.
if we started working with like sex related product, we would make a killing
I
because I,
wouldn't wanna
think
do
this
that.
show makes people want to have a lot of it.
No.
Yeah,
Right, it's
I
an
think it's true.
aphrodisiac. It's
Yeah.
horny inducing.
Well, that's. I mean, this is what I put on when I'm trying to make love.
I jack off to you.
Yes.
Chronicle specifically, where we read people's supernatural.
Okay, guys,
testimonies.
listen. David Wilcock and his wife.
Oh, that's right. Please tell us about David Wilcock.
Isles.
Oh my God, yes, David. So he was supposed to get 300 billion for those planes. He was going to get 900 billion for his hover cars.
Yeah.
You guys will be shocked to learn that neither of those things have occurred.
Yeah.
And it actually turns out it's actually very sad, and it's gotten very bad for David.
Yeah.
He has gotten to the point he owes the IRS like 1.4, 1.5 million. He does not make enough money anymore. And now he's selling his homes in an
Yes.
attempt to pay the IRS. So he had a house in New York,
Mhm.
which it was the house he grew up in. But the reason this is so sad is that was supposed to be the Museum of David. When
Yeah.
he became the most important man on earth, which is
Right.
what he believed will happen, he was going to turn that house in sort of like a memorial where people for generations could come and worship him. That didn't happen. So now he's selling his Colorado house. He really desperately needs money. And I like the move he did, which is he tacked on an extra $1 million to the price point,
Yeah.
and for some reason thought that was going to sell. So he took a house that was listed on Zillow at like 1.5,
Mhm.
tried to sell it for 3.2, and it's just slowly kind of drifting back down to 2
Yeah.
point something.
He's not doing so hot right now.
He stopped smoking weed, I think, and that really fucked him up because he used to do characters like he had Angry Daddy,
Yeah.
and he had
Angry
Uncle,
Daddy.
Yeah.
Uncle Colin.
yes, Uncle Colin, Angry Daddy. It's very funny. It's him doing his father, and the voice is just his father criticizing David. But as David's life has gotten worse, Angry Daddy has just become like someone saying rational things to him.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
I
telling him
told
to
you
get-
so.
Yeah, like,
Basic, literally. Yes, literally.
yeah, telling him to stop doing what he's doing and get a fucking job so he can pay his bills.
Yeah,
You
it
don't
rules.
work in the 0-point technology arena.
Well, what does
He's
a
got
person
what
like
he's got.
David Wilcock do now? Like, what can he
He
do
live
as a job?
Live stream.
Rope. I think the other thing that happened. So Stavati was theoretically an aircraft manufacturer, and they were supposed to sell planes to the government. They got partially evicted from their lot,
Yeah.
so they kind of panicked, and they were trying to pivot to figure out any way to make money. And one of the things they had done previously is they rented the space to the fucking dumpster company, but I think the company like dumped sewage on the property. So the state won't let them do that anymore. So it's they tried to rent it out to some Chinese car manufacturer the other week, and the government shut that down. So it is very likely we will see David basically houseless with no money relatively quickly. I think possibly he ends up in prison, given how much he owes the old tax man.
Can he dance?
I just we need to bring this on the stage real quick.
This guy is gold. First off, I mean, just
He's the best. He's
the
fucking
best,
great.
dude.
Gone too soon.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Here, wait, pull
Heart
this up because I
attack.
just
Yeah.
reached out to him. I'm hoping this reaches him because I think you got to really check in on these guys and
who is this? I
and
can't read that.
well, it's David Wilcox, and I just said
There you go.
Yeah.
yeah, because you never know. You never know where he's at. He might be in a dark place.
You good baby boy.
You good baby boy? David Wilcock,
well, we're trying to get Brandon a job with him because David was asking for someone to cut clips. And I was like, I know a guy. Yeah. We know someone who can cut clips for you.
Now we need a fake identity to apply under.
Yeah, he's not a big fan.
Why, you don't think that he would have you guys?
There might be some issues.
We may have said some things in the past that were critical of him. And
well, you couldn't have said very much. I mean, he's still alive.
Yeah, it's true. We usually wait until they're dead to mock them, like gentlemen.
James, ironically, is the first white guy we lost.
Yeah, but that's because he had the moves of a black man. He had the melanin flowed within him.
The soul of the black.
Some people do have the soul of a black person in them, and I think that is clearly what's going on there.
Our primary space weirdos, as we call them, have all kind of fallen apart because Corey Goode, the other guy we cover most frequently, he just put out a movie for the first time in years. So he had two previous movies. There was Above Majestic, and the other one I think was The Cosmic Secret. Each of those made over $1 million. They have like 10,000 reviews on Amazon. He puts out this new movie. It got a whopping, I think it was 13 reviews when I saw it on Amazon.
What happened?
His thing. So he was David's partner in crime for Cosmic Disclosure. Corey Goode, another member of the Secret Space Program. He had fought Space Marines on Oumuamua.
Yeah.
He went to the Lunar Operation Command Center on the moon where he saw the Nazi dinosaurs.
Right.
I always like that detail. The Nazis kept dinosaurs on the moon.
Yes. Yeah, Nazi dinosaurs, the Mayans flying their space rocks.
Yeah, but so he was doing. Yeah, it's very believable.
Yeah.
He to make, I'll give you the abridged version of the story. Corey and David's show blew up. Corey tried to sue everyone.
Yeah.
And as part of those lawsuits, a deposition of him came out. He had meant to make it private, but he has a very stupid lawyer who forgot to do it. And in that deposition, he admitted he made everything up. He said, I'd never been to space. And
he called it his
What if somebody threatened him? Like, hey, don't talk about those Nazi dinosaurs.
Yeah. So, well, that's kind of the move he's trying to do now. He's trying to make a comeback with this movie. The very fun thing he's been doing is he decided he needed to get back out into like the public eye.
Yeah.
But because everyone has seen the deposition of him saying he made it all up, like he won't do any real show that would give him any pushback. So he's doing the circuit. The first show he appeared on is called The Supernatural Girls.
Yeah.
Which is hosted. The only thing supernatural is it is hosted by two corpses.
Yeah.
They're just two undead women who are 180 years old host this show.
Is that true? They're old women?
Yeah. They look like Mr.
Don't
Burns.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Jesus. You can't even type in. Don't type in the word girls on Twitter.
With a Z.
Girls with a Z.
Yes.
Okay, that might help, but I'm afraid now.
He had a more recent crash out where he appeared on another show called SNX Radio with Nicole Land Weaver as the host. Yeah. This is how obscure this show was. My whole thing is I need to pay attention to what Corey and David are doing. And even I was unaware he was making this appearance. But he goes on this SNX Radio show. There was 10 people in chat watching, 10 live viewers. About 8 of those were people from our fan base.
Yeah.
They started criticizing. They started criticizing Corey in the live chat. They were asking him, why he made everything up. The one that really got to him is someone asked why he cheated on his wife, and that kind of threw him into a tizzy.
Jeez, man.
Oh, yeah, these ladies are older. I wonder, do you think he would come on our show?
Show me. I want to see them.
Corey, oh, yeah.
Let me see these old ladies.
You got to do it before, like, the blue light special at the diner. You got to get him early in the day.
He probably would come on your show. He's pretty desperate.
Oh, well, yeah, Corey...
we can throw him a couple of bucks.
I don't think money might get him. That might be the only way. Yeah. But
maybe like $50. But I mean, we could throw him some money. Let's see what we got here.
This is just their intro.
This is their intro.
Yeah, and
there they are. There are girls.
Oh, the ones at the top or the bottom?
It's the two at the top.
Yeah,
it's the two Patricias.
Oh yeah, they're
Patricia and Patricia. The fuck?
Corey really knows how to reach the youth.
Yeah.
I love it. I love how she was like, you know what'll do it? Put the Z on the end. That'll do it. That's what the young people, they love spelling shit with Z's.
Yeah, but yeah, to finish,
Patricia.
What is that? Patricia and Patricia. What a bizarre thing to have
So
happen.
but so Corey gets flustered by our fans criticizing him, and he makes a giant fucking mistake. He had been in a settlement conference with one of the lawsuits that had been going on, and in the court documents, it says so many times it is a confidential conference and you cannot share any of the details.
Yeah.
Corey gets flustered. He starts sharing the details on the show, which then gets clipped and sent to the opposing counsel. And Corey is now being held in contempt of court.
Oh my
God. He has to. He has a hearing on the 17th, and then he has to go in person on the 30th. Yeah. But yes, his life is not done well, and his movie fucking sucks.
Well, and
it does make you wonder if what's happening there is like these people, because they're kind of tangentially
I'm reaching out to the supernatural girls.
Right, yeah, reach out to those Patricia and Patricia. Associated with disclosure on like some, the whole thing is like kind of a shit show, but they're associated with it, and they're kind of the people that have been like pushing it along, Wilcock and Greer and all these guys. And I don't know if it's just like organic success because the public is ready for the aliens, like give us the aliens, and so you make a documentary like Above Majestic, which by the way, I think Above Majestic really laid the groundwork for the whole fucking QAnon movement in a big way.
The language.
My bad. And so I don't have my gun.
These ladies have been doing this for a while, 4 years.
They're 700 years old.
Yeah.
Just living. They're crushing.
Living for a while. So I wonder what happens. Is it like, do they experience organic success because the topic is catching fire, or does somebody tell them like, hey, this thing is coming to a head and you guys are going to be associated with it? And because they all seem to make really, really bad business decisions. They don't know how to handle their money. Yeah. And it's almost like they think a lot more money is coming than what is reasonable. Like if you do a banger of a documentary, which Above Majestic was kind of a banger of a documentary just in its production, you go like, good job, guys. Like, we did it, right? And then you go like, let's spend this money wisely. You don't go, it's time to start, going ape shit because they seem to think more money is coming from somewhere. So I wonder if they were ever told that would be the case.
I think my sort of theory on this is a lot of these disclosure guys, they have the life cycle of an NFL running back, which is like you have 3 years. You're a guy who shows up. You have new shit to say. And the best part about being a new guy is you can go, whatever my big thing is, the end of the world ascension, it's going to happen on this date. And because you haven't been wrong a bunch before, people kind of cut you that slack.
Yeah.
You get about 3 to 5 years of pushing that date back until eventually the whole thing collapses. But I think, I mean, a lot of these guys are genuinely very stupid.
Yeah.
Especially Corey. Corey is just a phenomenally dumb man. So I think he thought the gravy train would never end. He was acting like a fucking mob boss. In one of the lawsuits, he sent a guy to like spy on someone's house in Puerto Rico. He filmed this guy in his house, and then he tried to put together what he called a spooky video to scare him. He released a video on YouTube. He also called Dr. Greer pedophile, which is kind of funny. But
who hasn't?
Yeah, these people, I think they're all fucking losers who get a taste of power for the first time in their life, and they just absolutely spiral out of control. And
how many of these people, since you're looking at them, how many of these people claim to have had experiences with these entities?
Do you think we could rehabilitate them?
No. So, but how many of them?
I think we can. Yeah.
I think we could save David.
Yeah, David is savable.
Yeah. Corey's
what about
a scumbag.
He's too gay. I think
he's got a veneer of like respectability that he tries to maintain.
Greer is too catty. He just proved that with the age of disclosure shit, where someone came out and they were getting a little buzz for being an alien guy, and Greer, being the catty gay guy is like, no, that we got to boycott that movie. That's a bad movie. Yeah. So I think he's just upset that the spotlight isn't on him anymore.
Well, I mean, he does see. I'm actually looking at something right now where people are going back and forth, and they're like, Stephen Greer is giving me evidence, but Elizondo isn't giving me evidence. He's giving me government narrative. And I'm like, why are you guys arguing over these idiots? I don't think that you should be in either camp. That's a ridiculous illusion that you should have to be in the Elizondo or Greer camp. But I just wonder that because that date setting that you're talking about, there are people that have these experiences, and whether it's abduction or otherwise, and these entities are always telling them like, it's coming, don't worry, soon you're gonna ascend, you're gonna be rescued from your satanic elite, you're gonna take your place among the Galactic Federation, and they're always kind of an idiot. You are a special one who's gonna spread that message, XYZ. So when I look at these guys from the outside looking in, I'm like, this is like the highest level of that kind of a character that gets told some shit in a vision, in a dream, or whatever is getting. And some people think that it's just military personnel blapping you from outside with a frequency gun and putting this shit in your head. But either way, it fits the narrative. You know what I mean? And then what they historically do is date set over and over and over again, and some shit just never comes to pass. And I can't help but wonder, like, are these guys, I'm sure Wilcock probably says, oh, I was, they did the thing to me, whatever the thing is, maybe the rape, maybe the abduction. Maybe
it was a multiple sodomy was what happened to him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
I mean, to get sodomized once is, sodomize me once, shame on you.
That's the kind of guy you massage his face instead.
You do massage. He needs a face massage.
Yeah.
David would present something other than his face to massage. Yeah.
One of my favorite David details is he used to, when he had money, he paid for 12 hours of massages a week.
Yeah.
And I looked up his massage therapist. He was spending something like $11,000 a month on massages, and then going on his live stream and being like, I don't have any money.
I'm broke.
You got to send me money. I can't afford food. And then also
because he's been
12
paying $11,000 to get jerked off every week.
No. He can't get hard when people touch him. He's I think it's purely, he thinks he has some sort of like demonic energy stored within him, because when he was a child, he was tobogganing down Monkey Hill.
Right.
And he went off the hill and he fell and he hurt his hip, and forever he was changed. Never would he be restored to what he once was. So he has to pay a lot of money to get the demon out of his hip from Monkey Hill.
Yeah.
This is fascinating.
You could have made all that up right now.
No,
and
I believe it.
I don't know how to place that.
I wish I was making this stuff up.
We're not that funny, dude.
No, I could never be as funny as David.
Yeah.
This is some people want to interfere with what David's doing. No, you must just observe, because he's going to do something so retarded we could never dream of it.
Yeah.
Like if someone in 2015 told me he was going to lose all his money to hover cars, like I never could have come up with something that funny.
No.
That's the dumbest fucking thing to do.
Well, he was the darling of the UFO community. He was bringing in millions every year doing the speaking circuit.
Yeah, and then Corey ruined him.
Yeah.
They really fucked everything up.
Yeah.
Have you guys considered doing like an unauthorized biography of him?
Oh, 100%. You guys should do that. He's like, it's right here, as a matter of fact. Holy shit.
You have one?
No, that's actually an AI book. I got this in the mail one day and I had no idea it was coming. It's a book with my picture on the front.
Yeah.
If I was good at hosting a show, I'd know to show it to the
Decoding
audience.
David, the gay conspiracy.
So, I got this in the mail absolutely out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't remember writing a book, but I was able to track it down. Apparently there was a service that will write these books, but it really is like it's a full book.
Remember when that happened to us? When somebody did that. They generated an AI book off of our research around
one of the lies we told.
Well, we had like this whole body of research across like multiple episodes, and then all of a sudden one day the whole thing was like in a book, and I just hadn't been prepared yet for what AI could do and how quick it could do it and how easy it is to publish a book on Amazon. And I was freaked out. I was like, how the fuck did this happen, dude? Like, we just finished this research and now it's a book and all. And then I was like, oh wait, this hasn't sold any copies. It's literally just a thing.
It was printed yesterday.
I would have been so pumped though if that showed up in the mail. I mean, you must have been tickled, dude.
I was pretty psyched. I thought for a second maybe there was some sort of alternate timeline me that was doing much better than this timeline of me.
Right, yeah.
I was an author in another timeline, but no, apparently.
It's AI.
Yeah, but it is just a whole book of me calling David gay, which kind of sums up our show.
That would be the book. Yeah.
That's amazing.
As we bring this episode in for a landing, if you could do some time travel, go back, introduce yourself to David while he's on Monkey Hill. What is the one thing that you would tell him to avoid to make his life better?
There's something very special to him. He has something he calls his sacred pajamas.
Sacred pajamas, yes.
There's two parts to this story. He first appeared on Project Camelot with Carrie Cassidy, the wonderful Carrie Cassidy, somewhere around like 2006. And he shows these pajamas. They're yellow pajamas. They have a football player like wearing the helmet, running on the front. And he says these are his sacred pajamas. He wore them and he had a magical experience with the aliens. And he was able to like astral project from his body and go out into the world, so on and so forth.
I'm pretty sure this is just Mormonism.
That was,
Yeah,
right?
He was Mormon when he was young. He cut to 2023 or so. He's doing a live stream. He shows his pajamas. He goes, "These are the pajamas I got raped in."
Yeah.
These and then he starts showing. He shows the football player, and the football player
is like kind of being tackled.
Yeah, he was being tackled. And he's like, "That's predictive programming for sodomy."
It's a
and
penis.
The football helmet. The football helmet kind of looks like a dick. So that was also the guy who fucked me.
Yeah.
But so I would tell him not to wear the rape pajamas. Like this is where I'm going with this.
Those aren't rape pajamas. Those are special magic pajamas, dude. Don't say that.
You would like if you gave me a pair of rape pajamas, I'd assume that they do the opposite. Like
they would
protect,
keep the rape away.
Yeah.
You want
rape on that side.
Pajamas. Yeah, not rape encouraging pajamas.
Well,
you didn't read the small print. It's like how inflammable means flammable.
Well, sometimes on Amazon, if you don't read the print properly, you get it mailed to you. Like, well, this isn't what I ordered.
I wanted the don't rape me pajamas, not the rape me ones.
Then you put them on and it starts happening. You're like, wait a tick.
Well, he looked very hot in them, and you can't blame the Illuminati.
Quite
rapeable. Was it like blood on the PJs?
Oh, I'm so glad someone said he kept the pajamas. Yes, it's psychotic. He has them in like a vacuum sealed bag by his desk because in the middle of this live stream, I don't think he intended on talking about it. He just reaches down and pulls it up and
has them ready to go.
There's the rape pajamas.
His bag of popcorn.
This is brought to you by this episode is brought to you by Ellis Rape Pajamas.
We're gonna have to take them off the website. They're not gonna like this.
No, it's a joke. There's no pajamas.
But if you guys buy some popcorn, they might like it.
No, that's true.
They want.
I think that's a new merch idea. To be honest with you, you want to design some new merch.
Yeah,
we should sell pajamas but these keep
they want to ask about my pajamas. It would be disingenuous of me to
call them pajamas.
Sell pajamas.
Yeah.
What's your deal with pajamas?
Are you anti PJs?
Just shirt, dog. Just shirt. That's it.
Okay.
Cock out. Just shirt like a girl. You just wear a long shirt.
Shirt up top,
dude. He said it.
Terrance Howard on the bottom.
He said it's not a. But I asked him the same question. I said, long shirt, no pants. He's like, I never said long shirt.
Belly shirt, whatever. Shirt.
One of those 80s crop tops.
Yeah. You
like Johnny
a men's ball. Yeah.
That's pretty sick. I like that move. I couldn't
when he
do
hears
that.
like
I'm
a bump
scared.
in his house, he just pulls his pistol out and goes and clears his home dick out.
Put on my rape pajamas.
Yeah.
That's what he yells through the house. He goes, whoever's here better have on their rape pajamas.
Have you ever cleared your house in the dark?
I just hope for death. I don't bother clearing it. I feel when the Reaper has come for me, I'll just gladly
I've got
accept it.
house. I clear my house.
Okay.
It's like his rape pajamas. He keeps them right next to him.
Well,
with just a
that's
t-shirt.
one way to do. Okay, that's pretty sick. I just have Japanese knives, and I've kind of staked out what I would hide behind, and I'm gonna sneak up on them and stab them.
Yeah, that's
the move. If you have a hallway in your house, asymmetrical warfare, you funnel them into the narrow hallway where their numbers count for nothing.
No, what I've done is I put. So by the time you make it to my room, you've got to go upstairs, and you've already killed one of my kids.
Yeah.
And before you get to me, there's another one of my kids' bedrooms. Yeah, so we'll hear them. We'll hear them scream, and we'll be like, "We've got time. I could clean. I could even clean my gun.
Yeah,
I could do whatever I want."
Yeah, okay.
And then once they turn to get to the other kid, then I shoot him in the back.
Right.
Brandon W says, "How do we get the popcorn?" If you go, there's a drop down on toplobster.com. Don't tell them what we said.
No, please don't ruin this for them. Please, they need this popcorn.
I need this popcorn money, guys.
Yeah, I need
the only thing that's
my car won't start.
My car won't start, dude. Blue Letter Bible's doing way better than I am. All right, guys. I guess the last question that we're gonna ask you before we get kicked out of the studio,
coffee shop, casino.
Go back to your place. Are you guys having fun in all of your pursuits and just looking into the life of Wilcock?
No, he's unemployed. This other guy's addicted to sugar.
Oh yeah,
it's horrible.
Yeah,
it's falling apart.
To be honest, for us, that's crushing. Living off the government dole, eating candy.
Look, that is how
I do
our
agree.
podcast
Eating
started.
candy.
That's how this show started.
Yeah.
Is we were both just doing too many drugs and jobless, and it feels fitting that we might cycle back
We've
around
come
to that.
full circle, dude.
Yeah, returning to our roots.
Yeah,
That's good. Well, that's the thing about life is it corkscrews,
like a toilet
but
bowl.
it gets tighter. So look forward to doing this exact thing again in 5 months, because that's what the cycles get tighter as you go forward in time. But yeah, it is like that. Everything comes back around.
Yeah, I'm going to show up to Bohemian Grove with my resume, and I'm just going to start handing it out to people. Hopefully someone's hiring. Maybe I come, dude. I will show a little skin if you need a new barista. I will slut it up and make
100%, dude. We could always use a good barista.
Yeah.
But I hope you guys will come. I know you're in Texas, but it would be super dope if you guys made it here. It's the first week of March, 6th and 7th. It's a Friday and a Saturday. And
if we find a venue.
But I really would love to do that. I would love to just take the piss out of all of the wonderful people who have brought us disclosure. I think that would be great, dude, to just beat them to death on stage together.
By that time,
Yeah,
honestly,
that sounds awesome.
by the time this rolls around, we might actually have aliens. We might
actually
all
have
be
aliens.
wrong.
That's true. Well, I would think we should still make fun of David Wilcock and everything, because aliens or not, he's a disaster. And,
He's redeemable. We're gonna fix him.
he is redeemable. I'm going to invite
we'll
him.
fix him on stage.
Look, the best outcome is David ends up being right.
Yes, that I've always said it'd be very funny if one of these guys gets rich again and then just pays to have us executed.
David
is the most fitting.
David has said if he makes enough money, we're in trouble.
Yes, he has threatened a lawsuit multiple times. Every time he thought his aerospace company was going to get funded, he would show up on his live stream. He's like, "I'm suing these fucking guys."
I'm suing.
So far, he's yet to happen. But if he gets that money, we will deal with that when it comes to it.
I'm thinking about doing this, but I also think that I probably would get sued.
I think David Wilcock got Alex Jones' show, Alex Stein's show taken off the
I think
blaze.
it probably had a lot. He was coming for Brandon, but he hit Alex Stein. I'm thinking about extending an invite, because you know how we want to dress in suits and go to the thing, and everything's kosher here.
You just said that right now. I don't know
what
if
if
we want to.
I
We
just
is a
said
big
we want to.
word.
What
We?
I want to do
Nosotros?
is I want vosotras. This is the.
No, that's like the king's
Yeah,
Spanish.
let's
Shut up.
not
yeah.
do Mexican here.
No, we speak English here.
Sorry, I don't want to end the show Mexican. But I want to extend an invite to Wilcock and be like, come and speak at our.
We should do it like
Please
real
do.
nice, like engraved
For the
fancy
love of
letterhead.
God, please do. We have tried to reach out to him. I don't think he trusts that we really actually love him and have his best interest at heart. So maybe you guys can get to him.
What if we shake a little money in front of him?
How much money?
I don't know.
1.5 mil? He's in the hole for
That's a
1.5 mil. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at that point, when you're trying to make ends meet,
He's not smart enough.
well, you got to take everything you can get. And we say, hey, man, come and talk about disclosure. Come and talk
very,
about.
that's like gambler addiction mentality where you're like, I'm 1.5 in the hole. I need 1.5 right now.
Yeah, that's
instead
it,
of like getting like 200 a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
He is
it's
a
unfeasible.
gambling addict, except he's addicted to gambling about when the world is going to end.
Yeah,
he just keeps gambling
Honestly,
on the end.
if you were gonna bet on anything, like that's the thing.
Yeah.
Maybe we could
ends-
offer him some Ella's popcorn. No,
That's a new flavor.
no added,
How many times have you
all
guys
natural
plugged this?
ingredients, eco-friendly,
paying you
flexible
15 grand.
packaging, gluten-free,
Strawberry hibiscus.
Wow.
strawberry
I love
hibiscus.
flowers in my food.
That'll be the official sponsor of our segment
Yeah.
at Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, so we'll be sponsored by Flower Corn.
Yeah.
Flour popcorn.
These ladies are
Yeah.
gonna freak the fuck out when they see this.
Do you want with a little Sour Patch dropped in? That'll be the special edition.
Yeah, that could be
You gotta
Perry
melt
blend.
them. I know you've been freezing them. Melt them
Not a
and then
bad
shake
idea.
them in the popcorn.
No, because he likes the pain, and I
He
get
does
it.
like the pain.
I understand when he bites it, he goes, "Oh my god,
It hurts. He just wants to feel something, anything.
Yeah.
It hurt, it's, literally, it's like chewing rocks. It hurts.
It's the same reason I cut myself, just to feel
Just to
anything.
feel
Just to get
something.
that
Yeah.
tells me I'm alive.
Yeah.
This is why they're just chomping at the bit to get sued by David Wilcock. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, tell everybody where they can find you.
oh my god."
Patreon.com/Hidden Plain Sight Pod. We are at the Hidden Pod on Twitter, at Hidden in Plain Sight Radio on Instagram. He is at Brandon Steele Hidden on Instagram. I think that's everything. We do a live stream every
The fuck is
Saturday
it?
on YouTube, Rumble, and Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sex. No, that's Sexy David.
Is that,
Yeah.
you?
All
Is that
right.
David Wilcock with a huge
Yeah,
dick?
that's David.
Oh my god! Every week.
Every week, David Wilcock with huge guys.
For a year or so, yes.
This is, I mean, this is a great place to be.
Oh man, yeah, a great lane to be in. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, we've abandoned the silly, but the silly is still here in full force.
Oh yeah, dude, guys, go and support these guys because they don't have a job anymore.
Oh my god,
Jesus Christ!
Every other. I can't do this.
Oh, you guys know where to support them. Good God. Thanks for coming on, guys. Thanks for everything.
Oh, we love you guys. You're the best, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Pleasure as always, fellas.
All right,
guys. We'll see you next week or something, maybe. Don't forget to obey some men comply. Goodbye.
Go buy the popcorn. Go buy the popcorn.
Buy the